Oh.
Alrighty, so in last week's chapter of the Arcane Archives, the party had recently gone to sleep in the Snowdrop Inn after finding and reconnecting with Zio's mentor from when he was a child, Kane. As Alar woke up, he found the inn empty and cold and barren of any remnants of life as he stepped out of the front door and was transported to a space unlike any other that he's seen, where the ground had ethereal fog that could not be swayed away, as well as there was a large opening with a top half of a skull face, as well as large horns with light emitting out of it, as him and the rest of his companions fought with a being that had a large trench coat, a big hat, and a cavalcade of arms coming out of the center of this coat. As one by one, except for Uridin, Alar watched his companions die, as Alar took a final blow as he woke up in a sweat in his bed in the Snowdrop Inn. While he contemplated that for a little while, the rest of the party went downstairs, had their breakfast. June rekindled her love for the band that was at the Snowdrop Inn, Raven Song, and asked if they knew anything that had happened to her home and her family since she had left. They were unfortunately not very helpful, but said they would keep an ear out and look into anything they could to help the young adventurer. A few of the adventuring party went out to look for Kane, who was missing, and Zio found a small note saying that he had to leave, but would meet them at Summit's Peak, and left a small box with pastries that were kept warm by the magic of this box, as a small smile came across Zio's face. As they all tried to return together, a tiefling with white hair and reddish purple skin perplexed the party with a odd card trick or experiment that she was playing on the party. After contemplation on what has happened and recollecting, the collective moved on from the Snowdrop Inn, moving north to Summit's Peak to eventually reach Uthran. We will rejoin the party a couple days after leaving the Snowdrop Inn. There has not been any snowfall for the past few days. Still cold, but the sun is out and is warming you more than you've known for the past couple weeks. As you all come towards nighttime, as you bunk down, you make a warm campfire. As you're all sitting around eating your dinner that was found by Alar, what would you all like to do? As in the distance, you hear a deer run by and step on a twig.
Very carbonated deer.
It's a crunchy twig.
I just realized why you said that.
Crunchy twig.
I hate it.
What did you say? Did you say they were following me?
No, you're all around a campfire.
Oh, okay.
I know the blanket's lit.
We have been following you for a long time.
I honestly, this blanket did kind of throw me off a little bit. I was super happy.
You have taken note, Alar, and you probably would have pointed out, and the rest of the party would know the signs. You can see that your horse is starting to struggle slightly with the cold and lack of shelter. But it is.
So we all noticed that, or just Alar?
Alar has pointed it out to you over the past couple days. But it is staying warm by the fire at the moment.
Would I know if my ethereal direwolf could pull a carriage?
You would know that it could pull the carriage if you were the only one on it.
Fair enough.
This is gonna be morbid. Do I know how horse meat tastes? Like, is
Tastes
that
good.
a viable option?
It's very tough,
That's
but it tastes
immediately where
good.
we go.
Well, I look at Aylar, I can see that he's looking at him, and then looking at the horses, looking down on his stomach. I hear his stomach grumbles, and he looks back at the horse. I'm gonna pull out that flute that we found from the unnamed skeleton, and I'm going to attempt to play some of the music that I found in the journal. When I sort of did it okay, it made me feel a little warmer. So I'm wondering if I can go to the horses and just and warm them up, hopefully.
What,
Does
you're
that
gonna
use
Willy,
the
Willy
form?
Wonka it to life?
We're gonna find out, but I will pull it out and be like, I do remember finding this fruit on the skeleton. You all remember? When I played it, it wasn't even the best of my ability, but it made me feel warmer. I'm going to try.
I remember that skeleton with pointy teeth and
Yeah, seemed completely normal. Just pointy teeth, dead skeleton, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, didn't freak me out at all.
Well, while you do that, I will be chilling by the fire and reading in my journal. So
I'll kind of cozy myself up on the coat and put my hood up and walk over to the horse.
As you walk over to the horse and you're stepping through the snow as it's crunching underneath you, and you're actually, it's dense enough where you're actually kind of walking on top, and you like crunch down a little bit as you walk up to the horse.
Yeah. Okay, this is, I'm not sure if you like this type of fruit, and as I'm like petting its mane, and this, I honestly don't even know what's about to happen, but let's find out together. And I'll warm up and...
Tip of the tongue beneath the lips.
Yeah. And I'll go for some, I'll try to read the notes.
Make...
like Billy Madison's.
Yeah, make a performance check. Yeah, he's really good.
Yaz flute, everybody. Yaz flute.
Oh, well, it wasn't on my dice tray, but didn't fall on the ground. That is a 15.
15, alrighty. As you're petting its mane and you go and you just, and you begin to play more notes. As you're looking through the book, that's mostly decayed, but you're able to put some of the notes together, and then you improv notes throughout the center of these pieces. As you're playing, you can tell that the music is slightly off from what you add on to what is there already, but you connect it well enough that it still sounds pretty beautiful to everybody as you guys hear the stillness of the forest. But Ecclesia is playing a very upbeat and it almost warms you to the heart, reminds you of home. As you do see the horse kind of get a little bit of energy and life back into it.
I say, that's very good. I look under the legs. Boy. Yeah, and then I'll look back to the group. Yeah, this flute, it makes me feel warmer. So, yeah, if things get a little too cold, I can play the flute.
Well, does the flute make the horse feel warmer too, or does the horse need to play the flute to make the horse feel warmer?
He appeared to have more energy. So,
I want to see the. Please make horse play that. I want to see it.
I, like
the
the
horse-
I would
no.
also like to see that.
No, I play the flute. The horse just benefits from the music. The horse does not play the flute. Is that what you asked? You wanted to see the horse play?
But could you teach the
I am
horse
far
to play
away.
the
I'll walk
flute?
closer so I can hear you better.
No, it's fine. You got it.
Oh, okay, so you did want to hear the horse play flute?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they can do that. They
I
play
don't.
flute.
I think
You're gonna let it
you
try?
should try it.
I think you should teach it.
If you really want me to let this horse try to play flute, I guess we have nothing else going on.
No, you're right. I'm busy.
I have
I'll
all
pet the
these
horse and
things
I'll walk back to
suddenly.
the. I'll walk back to the.
Ecclesias,
Yes.
where'd you learn to play the flute?
I met many people along my travels, and there was a very talented bard, and I just felt myself in my. And as I'm like recounting, my tail kind of comes up and starts swaying with me as my eyes close. I just felt their music. It made me feel alive, and you know, I can't remember his name. But he gave me an old flute, and it was broken at the top, but I could get a few notes. And yeah, from there on, I just practiced what I could.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing nowadays. Hope he's well.
Yeah, I hope so too.
You could send him a message if you wanted to.
You know, now that you mention it, yes. And I just need a moment to remember what he looks like perfectly.
Wow, out of all the people to think of that, it's Alar.
Yeah,
Just trying to throw the DM off, that's all.
What does that mean? I don't know. What's a DM?
It's actually a D minor, which is this note.
Oh, the horse cannot play that?
I am going to bed.
Are you not
How
casting?
about you,
Are you
Electra?
not casting message?
It would be sending. Thank you very much.
Someone else is a DM.
Jeez.
He's just pissed because I
We
cast
server
this
mute
spell
him?
all the time.
You know, this is takes on this. No, I don't even know if he'll remember me. Ecclesias is kind of getting bashful. Maybe a different time. He kind of caught me off guard with that one. But looking around, I think that you all really want me to do it. So,
I mean, if you want to.
We're all
yeah,
just like,
why
So-
not do the classic yes and?
So as you peer through your mind and you're trying to think, you get the visage of what he looks like, and you see the very tanned skin and very dark brown with a red hue hair, very thick brown beard. As you then remember that his name is Cecil.
Oh yes, his name was Cecil. That's right.
What would you like to
thick
say?
beard. Okay, I'll sit and kind of get myself comfortable, and I'll put my flute in my lap, kind of like, Qui-Gon and his lightsaber, just, Cecil, I don't know if you remember this voice, but it is Ecclesius. I found a flute, and my friends... Ecclesias is worried that he's running out of time. Asked me to say hi.
Ye old drunk text.
Yeah, I realized that the preamble was 70% of it.
A couple moments go by, and you get a reply back. Yes, Ecclesius. I remember you. I believe I gave you that wounded flute, did I not? I hope you are well. And tell them hello.
Wow, it actually worked. He says that he is doing fine, and he does remember me and that broken flute he gave me. He says hello.
Oh,
that's a
Just
very
look up.
impressive skill, Ecclesias. Just
Yeah.
being able to keep in touch with pretty much anyone you've ever met.
I honestly didn't think that would work, but it felt like something was reminding me what he looked like something from beyond, and it came to me. But yeah, this will be very useful for us now that I feel like I'm getting the hang of it.
I just want to prove a point to Nick. Alrighty.
I'm gonna go bug Cthulhu as he writes in his journal.
Okay.
Hey, Cthulhu.
Yes, hello.
I'm not interrupting, am I?
No, I'm quite fine. What's up?
So, back at the stable area, we had our little discussion about gods and whatnot.
Indeed, yes, I remember.
Well, I have not heard from Cord in a long time, and I was wondering if you could maybe help me contact him? Or maybe just send my... I don't even know what the hell words to use. But I want to reach out. Prayer. That's the word. It's a prayer.
Yeah. I can try to help you. I don't know. Like you said, I'm proficient in really one religion. But kind of get scrambled, or Cthulhu kind of gets scrambled and gets up. We need a little bit of privacy.
Okay. Hey everyone, we will be right back. Gonna go teach me how to pray.
So as you two walk away,
Bye.
Cthulhu, you
Okay.
get pretty increasingly colder as you walk away from the fire, but
I'm
you
fine.
don't, Erden. As you, you know, are in pretty deep snow, but only about, because how dense it is, only standing about to your ankle.
Thanks.
Do you have a symbol of Korg?
Yes, and I'll pull off my necklace and set it in the snow.
Would you like to describe what the symbol looks like?
It's super crude. Very like it's like a hammer. With lightning bolts, and it's definitely like someone just took like a fucking stone and chopped it up, and basically that's what Erden did.
Alrighty. Okay. So, how the last time I talked to a god, I drew patterns that, like on my tattoos on my arm, they're very traditional, and they go to Fultus, and they connect me with him. Is there like a pattern that you have, maybe, that you would know?
No, the only like communication I have ever had is never really direct. I have only seen visions. He has identified himself. He has showed me that there is a great doom coming. I don't know what that is. I don't know where it is. I feel purpose with this group. That is if it is supposed to be. But where everything connects, I do not know.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Here, try to kneel down into the snow over the symbol, and try to find your inner peace. And I'll go around with incense, trying to light it with the little, my priest pack, basically.
Are you like full on priesting right now? Like walking around with the incense?
No,
like,
I've become an
wafting
altar boy.
Everybody.
Well, no, I'm doing is I'm lighting like 3 or 4, or I'm lighting 4 incense, and I'm putting it in the snow, like stabbed in. Alrighty. Now, try to communicate with him. Try to reach out into... It's weird. Try to reach out into the unknown, the void of darkness, almost. And I will be right over here. Just don't be demanding, and just hope. Hope is your key here.
And as Erden he'll kneel down and he'll place his symbol down, and for the first time you see him pull out an arrow. As everyone got one, no one's ever seen his. He places it down. Etched into it says, "The storm."
Ooh.
Now focus. I'll be right over here. Find your inner peace. And I walk away a little bit.
He lets out a few deep breaths. Sees where like Cthulhu is, and is like, okay, yep, I'm gonna do this. I got this. And tries to meditate.
Alrighty. Are you gonna try to pray directly to Korg, or?
Yeah, I will send out a prayer.
Okay, what would you like to say?
His pre-written prayer.
Isn't that what a
Yeah,
Bible
dog.
is?
Pretty much.
Sucker.
Sounds like Skyrim drinking.
I know.
It's yeah,
My
I
bad.
was just thinking
No,
the
it's
same
good.
thing.
It's fun. Sweet air.
Alrighty.
So he closes his eyes and he says, Cord, I hear you. I feel you. I see your visions. I need more. I need more guidance. I need to know my purpose for you. I give up so much. And then he waits for an answer.
Alrighty. Nothing immediately happens as you are kind of taken by the stillness of the night. And after a while, in your peaceful moment of meditation, you just start to think about how cold the night is. And then your mind is taken to the fact that you're held in warmth inside of this cold blizzard of a area that you're in. As you see Cthulhu and his attempts to help you. As your meditation starts to come to an end.
I don't, I think maybe I must be alone when I do this. You're muted, homie.
Good point. Love that. Yeah, a lot of religion, it's you have to be consistent. It's not really like one time you can get it. I've tried many of times and spoken to him twice.
Yeah, I just the feeling this was I think was a step that I needed to take. Kind of
I'm
doing
glad.
it the right way. You know, only seeing visions is hard. I don't know how to interpret lots of them, or you know,
What
it's just-
visions
there's no words.
exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Am I allowed to like divulge into those? Does I mean, if Cord wanted you to see those, he would send those to you, right?
I mean, he could. He's a very powerful man.
But I mean,
I'm just trying to help you, Virgin. I'm more for you than I am for Cole.
well, I will say that they're not good visions. There is lots of destruction.
What is your god's domain? What is his claim to fame almost?
He's very honorable. He fights for honor and not so much a justice, but like the type of he is on the good side of things. He does prosper. He likes life. He wants things to live for honor. Does not want things to take that away, or freedoms of humanity.
That's fair. Well, I'm not very great at, looking at visions myself. I see things and I can take them the wrong way. Kind of the reason I'm out here. Saw a vision of a great paladin and like him. So I left and
Did I say my prayer out loud, or was that more
Your choice.
internal? I feel like I would have said it out loud because I wouldn't have known any different.
Okay.
So you would have heard that, Cthulhu. I don't know if that changes anything. But yeah, go ahead.
Guidance comes with time. Sometimes you don't know where you're going until you're there, kind of thing. I never knew I would be this far north ever. It's nothing like Ketwood.
Yeah. Yeah, same
Fucking-
here.
Fucking
I
cool,
feel-
yeah.
Yeah, do you want to borrow this ring that you bought me? Like, you could take this for a little
Oh,
bit.
don't worry, I'm fine. And I'm like bundled up in my warm clothing.
Like, I literally don't have sleeves on my vest right now, and you could totally take this, and I'll be fine.
I
I'll
didn't take
probably
it off
want
for
to-
2 seconds.
Well, no, if I'm not going to give it to you, I'm not taking it off.
Well, do you want to see how cold it is?
No, I can, like, literally, you're shivering, and the snow is shaking off of you is how much you're shivering.
Well, yeah, it's pretty fucking cold.
I don't want to take it off. But you purchased this ring, and
Yeah.
I can't give it back.
Well, gifts are gifts. Just remember that.
I appreciate it. I will try to repay this gift because that
Just protect my
is-
life, and that's all I care for.
Oh, don't
And
you
I'll
worry
protect
about
yours.
that. Cthulhu, every time you are in battle, you will always know that I am at least 180 feet hidden and killing.
I'm glad. I never thought I'd find a good version of an orc.
Honestly, there's a lot of good orcs where I'm from. Until you attack us, and then we kill you and maul you and hang you out to dry.
Yeah, I'm from one of those as well. I mean,
I
I got
wonder-
this.
Do you think if our tribes would have met, we would be enemies or, allies?
Is your tribe driven by religion?
Honestly, I left before I could have figured that out.
Well, and I kind of roll up my sleeve, and there's a really crude symbol of Tempest, and I have it written down. Off the top of my head, I forgot, but I know it's like a really crude sword on the inside of my bicep. I got this when I was younger. It's the god that my people follow. I don't.
Is it a tattoo or a brand?
It is a very crude, like, tribal tattoo, done with.
Okay. Oh, that is. So wait, you are marked like by two gods, then? Or have two god marks at least?
Yeah, I guess. But it's weird. I don't really understand it. I was forced to get it, or orcs being orcs, kind of thing. But when I don't understand it though, because I'm only for Fortis personally. That's all I care about. But when I get really angry and I come back in this orcish fury, it glows and my whole arm turns red and it radiates from that, and I don't really understand it at all. I don't know where my power comes from. I know it comes from Fortis, but part of me thinks it's coming from somewhere else, but I'm not sure.
But that other spot is. What is it in your blood? That's who we are.
I know. I know.
I don't think that is not a God-given thing. That is who we are.
I don't even know much. I was only 15 when I left, so I was
That
kind of young.
is- You're much younger than I was. I left like, a timeline ago.
Some period of exact time ago.
I'm. Oh, Yeah, no, I left. I was forced out and kind of ran away. And I try not to run away from things now. I'm not my old self. I'm not like.
I absolutely ran away myself.
Maybe it's an upload. Who knows?
I don't think running away is, but I think we are. We have unlocked something in our mind that makes us different than the rest of our tribes.
Perhaps, maybe.
Do you know
Who
what
knows?
unlocked my mind?
Let me guess, Korg.
No, it's a spork, man.
Ah, fair enough. You know.
Not just kidding. It was definitely Court.
Did your obsession with sporks just come out of nowhere? Like,
I have a weird thing where I like to when I'm nervous I fiddle with things, and that was like the closest thing I had in my pocket.
fair enough. It was definitely different.
Yeah, throws people off. No one expects a spork.
I mean, I haven't seen many. You're pretty much
I
the
used-
main supplier.
I used to twirl arrows when I was alone because I thought it would scare people. But I don't want to scare you guys. I want you guys to, oh, that guy's ready to feast with us. Let's invite him. It's
Alright,
spork
and I
ready.
don't think anybody's in this party is. This is not meant in an offensive way at all.
I'm
scared
offended
of you.
already.
No one's scared of you, just like no one's scared of me, or no one's really scared of Ayla, other than maybe Ecclesias, because he's,
I don't know. If Alar was running at me and he was pissed, I'd probably be a little scared.
I think if anyone was running, if June was running at me, I'd be fucking terrified, to be honest.
June. June is fucking probably the strongest one. We should call her captain. Don't tell Zio this, okay? Don't
I trust you.
Tell Zio.
I trust you.
Pretty sure June should be captain.
I'm pretty
I
sure
wouldn't
June
cry.
is our captain. She kinda
Zio,
makes
make a
the club.
perception check. No, I'm kidding.
100 yards
I
away.
will do this.
What did I say?
Someone's looking to get demoted over here.
I heard a Z. I heard that letter.
I heard.
I heard
Ah.
I. I heard O.
Did somebody say money? That's my name.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure she's honestly made more decisions than Zio has. I think I have too, but
Well, no, I don't. Okay, hold on a second. Zio
Okay, I'm
is
not-
very. He has made good
Of money?
decisions, but
Oh.
no. Well, I don't know who makes money. I have no money, so don't talk to me about that.
me
But-
neither. I spent all my
Zio-
money on that stupid joke.
I just think that Zio is. You know what? No, I think Zio should be captain, as he is, but June could be like that secret agent that kills people in one time. They.
I was
go
gonna
out
say
and-
Mega Captain.
Mega.
I don't know.
I just think of Nega Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty good guy.
I just, June is like that one person that if you accidentally boot her from a talk or something, she will rain down fire from you.
Yeah, I think she has a temperamental problem, and that's coming from me.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get on that side. I want to always be on the side where she gives you treats and stuff.
Stranger
Okay.
danger?
That's a good side.
I was
chick.
about to say, did you get in the ye old wagon?
What? You've run away from free scones or something?
You want some yield candy? It's warm from my pocket.
That's exactly.
Oh,
what I
sure.
was
I'll hop in
thinking.
your cart, bud.
Well,
Okay.
Sure.
You got a lot of frost in your face, so let us get you back to the fire where it melts.
fires would be nice.
And as you guys get back to the fire, you just look like Jack. I don't remember the movie now. Jack Nicholson when he's just like,
In The Shining.
yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So as they return,
How did your praying? How do you say that? How did it go?
Praying?
Praying?
Yes. How did your praying then go?
I did it, and that is all for now.
Oh,
How-
well, here. I didn't mean to pry. I was just curious as to how.
No, no. No, that's literally it. Like, there's no, I'm not offended by your question. I just want, there was no connection as of right now.
Isn't that how it's supposed to go? You just like pray and then
Oh,
nothing
fuck.
happens.
It just dawned
Yeah.
on me. Do you think he's pissed because I drew that card?
From
Hey.
what? A random tiefling?
No, that other god.
Oh my
We
God.
don't even know if that was a god. You keep saying
don't-
this.
Hey, listen, the way that they communicate, this is very on par.
But the way that you communicated what that street performer did, I've seen thousands of them, and I don't really believe in the god.
Wait, so this whole time, you have seen street performers? Had they walked into snow and disappeared with no foot tracks?
Not specifically that, but you've seen June, and you've seen Ayla disappear, so why did that make you think that it was a god?
Oh, well, when they walked away, they had foot pads. But, dust, poof, come out of their feet.
I don't know if poof comes out of their feet, but
Well, it is the footprint.
No, you saw the Goliath teleport. And he
I
had
didn't see. Well, he had help with his friend. Goliath didn't do it by himself.
don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it wasn't a god, I'm only saying that it more than likely not a god.
Can I hear
Well-
this conversation?
Hmm? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the bonfire.
You guys, I don't know if it was a god or not, but at the same time, I kind of checked the area for any sense of magic, and there was none. So I don't really know what that means.
Could be an innate ability, you know.
Perhaps.
She didn't use magic?
I wasn't there when it happened, but when we left, where you guys said it happened, I checked for any traces from the Arcane, and there was nothing.
Well, I didn't see her do anything. I just kind of looked over and she was gone.
Does maybe checking for magic have a timeline, such as, you can, like, in 5 minutes, it's, non-detectable?
Like a lingering fart.
Pretty much. A magical
Usu-
lingering fart.
Usually, if I
Instead
look
of
hard
green,
enough,
it's pink.
What is
usually if I look hard enough, then I can tell that there was at least some trace. As far as a timeline, I'm not sure.
Well,
I want to try something. And then
Please don't fart.
I would get up, and then I would say, step quiet, step quick, step like a snowdrift. And then I would use that hidden step ability to turn invisible, walk, whatever, for 6 seconds, and then reappear.
So as his visage from top to bottom, and he disappears, then you see his footsteps in the snow.
Yeah, I can
I
see
see.
that.
See your
But-
pitter patter.
And then I would reappear. But, June, can you sense the magic now?
I will do an Arcana check.
Did you cast a spell?
Uh, I think it's like an innate ability with
Yeah, I was
Furball.
gonna say-
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
an
think
innate
so.
ability, so I don't
right,
know.
but is the ability you can cast that at will? Or is it just
No,
as
it's
a furball
not
you
at
can
will.
do this?
It's hidden step as a bonus action, turn invisible until the start of your next turn. You attack, deal damage, or force a saving throw.
Make an
That's
arcana
Once
check.
per short
ability.
rest.
Make an arcana check.
I don't know what I'm looking for, but could I try to look too, or no? Because now I'm like
13.
curious.
You can assist her, and she can have
Yeah, I would
advantage.
assist her.
Okay.
I will assist June. Sound curious.
Thank you. A dirty 20
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Nice.
You
plus
Get-
6.
the same result as last time. No lingering magical effect that you can find.
Have you seen anything, June?
No. But
Does that?
I can see Aylar's footsteps.
Does
So-
this mean that I am a god?
No.
Yeah, does this mean that
No.
he's a god?
No.
Oh, we see his
Erden
better
said
better.
it. Yeah, but teleportation's not a uncommon thing.
But that leaves traces of Arcane.
Not
No.
when it's innate.
We could have
DM.
gone back in those circles.
Wait, what the heck? Who leaves innate Arcane? I wouldn't know this. I don't know anything about magic.
Yes, Jess.
DM, would June be able to kind of deduce the difference between an innate ability and a spell being cast?
Yeah.
After seeing this. Okay.
I mean, you're still gonna have to check. You know.
Okay.
Like if there's something that happens, you'll still have to check.
Sure. I just mean like in general, like as a thing that she is aware of.
Probably for the stuff you've studied and seen so far. yeah.
Okay. Then I'll kind of just address everybody that now after seeing Alar do his ability, I don't think anybody should jump to the conclusion that this person that you guys met is some sort of deity. Different creatures and different species and different people have innate abilities that don't necessarily leave arcane residue per se that someone like myself would be able to pick up. I didn't pick anything up when Alar just did that, but it's obvious that he was able to do something.
Well, the only thing that I want to bring up real quick is that there can be a plethora of explanations. It could have been an item that this thing had, a person had. Yeah, it could have been an innate ability, it could have been something beyond us. We are very low level, so what I'm saying is that we could, should we table it and, keep making
Yeah.
our way north?
Speak
Maybe
for
we dwell
yourself,
on-
but I am
on
a
something.
high level. I am
Oh, that's
3
a-
feet taller than you.
That
Yes,
is
you are,
altitude.
Alar.
You
no,
are not.
that is true. I just
What
meant
is verbal, please?
I
How
actually,
about
as
we
I
talk
say,
about what
What?
is expected in Uthran? How about that?
before we
dwell
jump to
on
that, as I say, yes, you are, Alar. After he makes that comment, I want to find where he is in the snow based on his footprints and actually like tap on his.
Well,
No,
It's
it's
invisible.
already
You
gone.
can see him.
Oh, damn
So
it!
It
Jess
lasts
walks
for
over-
6 seconds.
Jess
It's
walks
able-
over and taps you on the shoulder.
Well, that's not very impressive.
I am. Was I still hidden?
No.
Okay.
No, I see
that-
you.
I mean, damn it, but also good.
So about that
I am
Uthran,
going to
guys.
sit
Jordan, you were
down.
saying.
But yeah, Uthran.
So what do is you when we enter your homeland? Are we expected grapes in our mouth and warm welcomes, or do we get shot in our butt?
I don't think we will get shot in our butts, and
Grapes in our mouth it is then.
even
Grapes in
if
the
we
butt,
did,
shot in
it
the mouth.
wouldn't feel anything like when I was pinned to Ecclesias the other day, but
Can we
I
not talk
apologize
about
for
that?
that. We don't want to bring it up anymore.
okay.
I am sorry.
Um,
Won't happen again.
I don't think that we'll be treated like heroes coming home or anything like that. At least not all of us. But I don't think that we'll have to necessarily worry about or upon entering the city. We should be cautious though, because I am not 100% sure what to expect. It's been quite some time.
Well, within Uthran, like, is your home, like, is it within, like, the city, or do we have to travel, like, past, through, under, above, around, you know, that?
Well, my home lies on, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but I'm assuming what you showed me was north. So my home was, or is, the northwestern corner of Uthran.
Technically,
We
it'd be
have-
the southwestern.
Okay, I didn't know.
You're at the very
what you
tip
showed me
of the
was.
left side, lower part of the continent. Of Uthran, sorry, not
This-
the continent.
Okay. I was talking about the city of Uthran, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
I thought
from
we
your
were talking
perspective,
about-
if you're looking at a map and this is Uthran, you guys are here, which would technically be southwestern Uthran.
Okay. Well, yes, we're more of on the outskirts in the southwest side of the city. From the direction that we are coming, although I don't think that that'll necessarily matter because, at least as of right now, our plans are to get up to Summit's Peak and use the teleportation circle there to travel the rest of the distance with Kane.
Are
So
we?
should be able to go right to my house.
Is that where he's meeting us?
Yes.
Or we are meeting him there?
One or the other.
Have you teleported before? It sounds frightening.
I haven't. I've never really had a reason to.
Does
Never
this
been too
involve
frightened.
ships? Oh, sorry.
No, I was just lamenting that I'm scared to teleport.
I don't like ships either.
Why are you afraid to teleport?
Well, I spent many times when I was being introduced to the assembly, mopping up our teleportation room for new recruits. It's to say that it can turn a very weak stomach, and a turned weak stomach will also turn some other weak stomachs.
If you're
Good
afraid of
to know.
getting a little sick, I think we've kind of gotten past that.
I think that we all have a very maybe not all of us, but we all have a very careless view on magic and magical items. Teleporting is a really big deal. It takes you and throws you somewhere completely different. Does that not frighten you? Is that just me?
That doesn't frighten me and excites me.
I trust my God to take care of me, so death doesn't really.
It
fill me either.
actually really terrifies me. Like, what happens to my upper half compared to my lower half?
They
Is
teleport
it
at
like
different times.
I'm curious, but I'm
Don't-
also scared.
Fair
I
enough.
don't want to be separated. What if my lower half ends up in Uthran and my upper half ends up in, not Uthran?
There's a very small chance for that. I wouldn't worry.
That
I've only seen it happen
scares
twice.
me. What? I don't. That
Well,
sucks.
technically I saw it once, but I saw the top half in one and then the bottom half of the same person in the other. So we just pushed him through and then he came back and he was fine. Physically.
What did he look like a long person at that point?
I look over to June and I give like a wink. Oh no, he was totally, he died.
I rolled a 3 for perception to see if I caught that wink. It did.
If I am taller,
I did not.
is there a higher chance of that?
Well,
Yes.
obviously, yes. You should be
Obviously.
just as terrified as I am because
Oh,
I am
I'm
only this
fucking
tall.
terrified.
This sucks. I will
You
never
know,
teleport.
You
The
and I
reason I'm
can,
not afraid is I'm much smaller than all of you.
Oh, so
Much
if I crouch down,
easier.
oh my god, if I crouch down, do I forget my butt?
Yeah, like
really
your butt
something
might
that-
actually get separated from you,
This-
and then the rest of you might end up where we were supposed to go.
Is there an
Who
army
knows?
behind us? Can I look, make sure we're not?
Oh hey.
Nah, it's
Jared,
being
have
stalked by
you-
Goliath.
In Orcish, I look at Eridan and go, "Don't listen to them. They're fucking with you."
June, have you teleported before? Did I hear you say that?
DM, have I?
That'd be very, very high wizards or
It wouldn't have been me
guilds
casting it. I'm
or
wondering
no,
if I
just
just
people
always...
doing it, or rich people.
Yeah.
Very, very high wizards. Like,
on,
they
man.
smoke
Super
3
teleport
bowls
with us.
and they
Wizard
were
peppers.
gone.
You go first.
It's the only
Give
way
you
you
my
get him to do it.
legs. I lost him. I think I left him in Uthran.
But,
Guys, I can't fit my
That's
butt.
where that story came
Um,
from. There's 3 stone wizards.
To
Sorcerer
answer
stoned.
Nozio. I haven't done it personally. I said I
Hold
told
on a second.
Ecclesias
You're gonna
that I'm
tell me that-
excited to do it.
no.
I-
That is okay. You had me
I
scared
know
for my
stories. I've heard stories.
butt. You had me
You should be scared
my
for your butt. You should
No,
be scared for your butt.
I don't. You are just messing with me because I don't know magic that well.
Origin does not have a butt. He has a flat butt.
We are getting so far, so god fucking far off topic. So you said that this teleporter will take us right to your room?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, Julian. Didn't mean to cut you off. I was trying to focus us all.
I know. I was just gonna ask Zio if you've done it. If you know what it's like. Because from my
no.
experience, it takes very high level spells or very deep pockets.
Yes, DM, you said that, or rather, Kane said, but I would know. The teleportation circle that we'd be using would be taking us to my mansion, or
Oh, that you don't know.
no? Okay.
No, you would assume that there's multiple in the city, but you don't know which one he would be taking you through. He knows.
Well-
he mentioned that he knows. He still knows the, for lack of a better term, password to your parents.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, if our house had a teleportation circle.
Yes. Well, no. You've never been there. No.
Okay.
It's your home's, but it is not to your home.
That's kind of what I was questioning. Yeah, no, I don't know exactly where it will leave us. But Kane said it'll take us home, so I trust Kane.
Okay, this is kind of an off-ball question. Am I gonna be very different than the majority of, the people there? Like, am I gonna be looked at as like a fiend or something for being an orc?
DM, there are
That's a
half-orcs in
good
Uthran,
question.
correct?
You've seen them before, but you would assume that everybody you're traveling with would probably look down pretty poorly in your home. You're bringing
Because
peasants straight into nobility.
Yeah. You guys aren't too common, but
They're not like
I-
slaves or anything. Anything weird?
no, we don't separate people by their race, more so their class. I don't think any of you will be particularly I don't think anyone's gonna look at any of you with high regard. No offense, but none of you have nice clothes like I do.
I thought. Yes.
None of us are barely even 200 years old. Oh, you're talking about clothing. Why would that not hold us in high regard for clothing? I thought it was the North.
Yeah, I think your north and my north are a little bit different, Aylar.
Oh. Well, this is
Can I-
awkward.
But I hate to feel impatient, but
What time is it?
It's nighttime.
that's what I thought. Is it because of bonfire? I don't know. Were you eager to catch first light when you get there, or I just all of a sudden it felt really antsy.
I think we should take watches. We're in places that we don't know. I'll take one. I'll take the first one.
I'll take the second after you, Cthulhu.
Alrighty.
I'll take the last.
I can also, with this ring, I feel. Ooh, hey, this is a weird question for the DM. So I used my ring of shooting stars in that dream. And we had the issue where it actually it was supposed to hit anybody within 5 feet. Ecclesius wouldn't know that, so would Ecclesius still think it's just tricky? I know
That's
it's like
your choice.
I mean, it was
Jeremy
my
didn't know that, which is why I told you that.
Okay.
Jeremy
so,
didn't know the mechanics of it. Not Ecclesius didn't know the mechanics of it.
Okay, so
Well, there is this one thing I can use with my fancy ring. I can put balls of lightning. Actually, now that I think of it, it would be a very bright light and a very dark night, so we'll come back to it. But in essence, if anyone gets too close, they will shoot them with lightning.
Oh, that's interesting to see.
If we all need to sleep, you know.
No, I would like. I'm fine with being alone for a little bit. Lets me write in peace.
Very well.
And
And you have.
I'll keep the fire roaring for you guys.
And you have your Nala, right? Was that her name or no?
Cammy?
Kirsten, Cammy.
A little off.
And then snap, she's there.
On the firewood note, have I accumulated enough firewood for the night? Would there? Sure. Okay.
I'll just turn to Cthulhu. Go ahead and wake me up. In a few hours, and I'll take over.
You guys need your sleep. It's okay.
No, there are some things I kind of want to. You said you like working on things when you're alone.
That's
so
fair
do I.
enough.
So.
No, I will wake you up when it's time.
And then I will, in my warm clothes, right next to the fire, bundle up in my bedroll.
Wake me up after you're done watching, June, and I will also bundle up, keeping duo like in my bedroll in between.
Yeah, in your mind's you feel. I got you.
I sleep with just a sheet on.
Like it's really
With
hot
one leg
summer,
out.
but you still don't want to like be hit by a breeze
Sweater.
in the night. So
Yeah,
you just put
exactly.
something on you. Got it.
No shirt, just like my boxers.
Yeah.
Say,
Alright.
I would probably put myself into the snow, like open to the fire, but then closed behind me, because snow is actually a really good insulator.
Very well. So, as you all bunk down for the night, and Cthulhu, you take the first watch. Please make a perception check.
Okay, well, during this, I would be doing a little prayer in like a ceremony of my own. Perception? 1.
Noted. What is your prayer that you're really into?
Right. I kind of in the middle. I'm walking around in the snow, and I'm just kind of like tracing a big circle around the. It's probably going to take time, so that's the explanation for the 1. But I do a big circle around everyone, and like I just start doing like the intricate, the stuff around my arm, like the traditional tribal signs, and in the fire I have the letter I written to my mom, and I look at it and I throw it into the fire, and I get on my knees and I start praying. Fortis, I'm confused. I know you told me to follow these people to the wit's end and to the very end, and that they're my family, and that they are. But we're going so far away from comfort, and I've never been so cold, so exhausted. I see the gift you've given me in an old childhood companion, except in a lot bigger form. Were we talking? Is Uridin talking about a god? Is there a god that is purplish tiefling? Are the gods roaming this earth? What in the fuck is going on in this world? I know that I need to be patient, and with time comes answers. But I'm scared. And I don't have my mother's warmth to stop the fear. What is going on? Please.
After some time, as you're having this, or you're performing this prayer, you notice that the fire starts to dwindle, and you take a log and you look at it. You look at the fire and put the log in the fire to keep it going. As you do that, you kind of see Alar roll over, so his back's to the fire. The night is very quiet.
With time is patience. With time is patience. Goodbye, Goon. Never got to say it to you. And I don't know why I hold on to memories that hurt me. I don't know why I hold on to things that you gave me that hurt me. Your sweet melodies have put me into a weird phase of just hurt. I love you, but I know you're gone. I'd have never said goodbye, and I wish I could. I'm a coward for running. Goodbye, Mom. As I take out my music box and I fiddle with the engravings on it, I choose to hurt no longer. And it goes into the fire.
Okay.
Holy shit.
But behind you was a dragon.
Pretty much. And then I get mauled by a wolf.
Yeah, I just want to clarify this. You said you threw your music box into the fire.
Yep.
And a letter
Okay.
from his mom.
Not a letter from my mom, and I wrote for my mom.
You know you
Oh,
can't
for her. Okay.
can't undo that, right? You know that?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
No,
Just
you
making
can't.
sure.
You
Cut
can't
it.
not do that.
Oh.
I had to look it up to make sure.
I'll
So, as you put the music box into the fire, as it's still kind of clinking away with this melancholic song, as it starts to dwindle and the wood starts to deform and the metal starts to melt as it kind of curls in on itself, you see a little spark in the center of the fire of a green flame, as the green flame kind of irradiates over the entire outline of the fire, like fairy fire or like kind of duo has the outline, as you see as a green light shoots into the sky and over the sky itself as the clouds kind of part. As right before the end of the song plays, you hear a slight screech in the song.
Hey, Mom. Hi. You. I'll always remember you, but I can't be hurt by you anymore. I go back to sitting on the log and sitting there and just mindlessly looking into the fire, trying to remember what her face looks like, but not being able to. And just realizing that it's been 6 years. My love will never fade.
As you spend the final moments of what would be your watch, remembering your mother, you kind of look around and you become very apparent of your, your weariness, and you're ready for rest, as you know it's about time to wake June.
Kami, let's go. And I go and tap on June. June, it's time to wake up.
I like instantly wake up as if, yeah, like I was not in a deep sleep whatsoever. Yeah, okay. Just kind of like looking at Cthulhu, is it apparent that he is distressed, that he's went
Make a
through
perception
anything?
check with disadvantage because you just woke
Okay.
up.
Very quick
Let's say I'm
question.
not- Go ahead.
Let's say one of my abilities, it recharges after a short rest. Even though, let's say I wake up and I haven't had my full long rest, would that still...
Sure.
Sure. Okay. That kind of interrupted. Sorry.
If
but
we
I
get
thought
into
we were-
combat and stuff, though, you guys will specifically have to take a short rest. Alrighty. What was your roll?
It was a 17. You gave me disadvantage, so it's a 5.
5. You're real groggy. Even though you were, not in too deep of a sleep, you've been tired, it's cold, and you were out for an hour, and then just immediately I had to wake back up, or 2 hours, and then I had to wake back up, so you don't really notice it.
Okay. Then I'll just kind of pop up, dust myself off, kind of give Cthulhu a pat on the shoulder and say, okay, get some rest.
All right.
I got it from here.
And I try to get on like the radius, like as far as away as I can, away from the fire, but still get a little bit warm.
So
and
you'd
then,
probably only be able to get about 10 feet, 15
Yeah,
feet
and
away
then
from the fire before you're
Cammy like engulfs on me and kind of like bear hugs me. As that's my blanket.
Very well. June, what would you like to do during your watch?
Well, I'm gonna kind of take a few minutes to actually become fully awake, and then I'm gonna, while looking about and doing my proper duty as watchman, I'm gonna pull out my spell book and my clay hand that I made from my pouch, and I'm kind of sitting, I guess, on the perimeter of everybody. I kind of dig under the snow a little bit to some frozen ground. I mean, this will be up to you. It's just for flair, obviously, but I kind of like use a firebolt to kind of just warm my fingertips so that I can kind of dig into the ground a little bit, since it's frozen. I put my spell book in front of me. I've got my clay hand in my left hand, and I start digging into the ground and moving my fingers until my entire hand is underneath the dirt. And I'm looking at my spell book, and in Elvish, I say, grasp of the ground, rise above and do my bidding. And about 30 feet out, if there's like a tree nearby, that would probably be my target. Kind of in front of that tree, I am trying to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. So I am trying to create a medium hand, kind of a replica of my hand. I kind of pops out underneath the ground through the snow.
Well, I'd give you a hand, but it looks like you already gave yourself one.
I am an independent woman.
All right,
My
I'm
own
gonna
hands.
go on break by myself.
So you were doing this on the tree?
Like in front of the tree. I'm practicing on getting the hand to come out of the ground.
Okay.
The last time that I tried this, I was able to kind of rumble the ground a little bit and some like fingertips come through.
Roll a
but
percentile die.
I'm actually trying to get the entire hand to come out. $50. Do you want me to roll another one?
Well, you have to roll 2 die for percentile.
$56.
Okay. You see a hand start to emerge, and there's snow in it that kind of falls away, and you can tell since the earth is so cold, it's really hard to like move, and it doesn't flow very well. But you have successfully casted the spell.
So I concentrate on that for about a minute, trying really hard and actually getting the feel of what it feels like with the ground being so cold and it being difficult for me to move it. I practice like opening and closing the hand. And then the last thing I'll do kind of before it fades is I try to have the hand pick up some snow and like close, like make a snowball in the hand.
You're able to do that. It's almost like when you grab a bunch of snow and you just crush it, and it's not a snowball, it's just like a cylinder that it's your handprint in it. Similar to that, but just gigantic.
After about a minute, it kind of falls out, and I pull my hand out of the dirt, and I brush it off, and June's just like smiling from ear to ear.
Well, while you did all that, make a perception check.
Okay. Seven.
Alright.
Perception is our key trait.
Not my best trait.
Alrighty. So, your watch goes uneventful. As you know.
I don't know if I trust
12.
that.
As you know that your watch is about to end. Roll a d8, Cthulhu.
Alrighty. That's not a D8. 5.
Alrighty. So, you know that it's about time to wake. Who is taking third watch? I know Zio is taking final.
Zio.
Zio's taking
I
final.
thought that third was final.
You need 4 people to watch.
Oops.
Everyone
I'll take
watches for
one.
2 hours.
Yeah, I'll take the last one.
Oh,
Can Thune wake up?
Maybe wake up. You never went to bed.
Fair enough.
Am I mean, I'm gonna wake up Zio because that's who.
Okay, you go to wake up Zio. Cthulhu, you're also awake.
Just staring into the fire again.
Okay. Zio, you are awoken by June.
So, the time.
Yeah, I'm like crouched down and I'm kind of like petting Duo kind of underneath his chin to kind of wake him up nice and cute like.
He wakes up.
And yeah, in your mind, Zio, whatever dream you were having is totally interrupted by June's voice that says it's time to get
Might as well
It's your turn.
open up and I'll rub my eyes and sit up. And I'll just say, oh, okay. And yeah, I'll get up.
And then I go back to my bedroll and snuggle up and go night night.
Alright. Zio, anything you'd like to do as you and Cthulhu are both awake?
Yeah, I'm going to, do I notice that Cthulhu is awake?
Yes, he is sitting up.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, sit up, look around, notice Cthulhu up, and, I'll ask him, why are you awake?
Couldn't sleep.
You okay?
Saying goodbye sucks.
I've done that seriously about once.
It's not fun.
It was one of the most exciting moments of my life, but
At least, hopefully, you can see whoever you're talking about again.
I hope to soon.
No, it's your parents, isn't it?
Yeah, when I left home.
Cthulhu instantly just gets quiet again. Just
Well, if you need anything, I'll be up for a little bit.
already.
And I'll kind of walk around the campsite, check things out. Actually, I make a perception check real quick.
What are you looking for?
I just figured that's the thing that we do while
Oh,
we're
are
watching.
you doing anything, or are you just kind of hanging out for your watch?
No, I was gonna do something. I just figured this would be a good time.
Tell me what you're doing first.
Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to take a quick stroll around the campsite and check things out, and then somewhere behind Cthulhu's back, a good like 15-20 feet away, I'd say, Zio has an idea pop into his head.
Okay.
Seeing Cthulhu snap, and it's Cammy, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seeing Cthulhu snap and summon Cammy, I'm going to look at Duo as he follows me around and just kind of snap and see if he will just disappear. And
As you snap, Duo, like the wind, disappears.
my eyes just get like big.
Let me make sure. Hold
That is.
on. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I said happens.
Yeah. And then I'll snap again, and
Like the wind. So just look it up.
I will snap one more time.
Disappears.
And then this time I will kind of
Snip,
snap,
snap.
and yeah, I will snap, but this time pointing, let's say 20 feet off in the distance, and that's where I would like to summon him.
Okay. You're very cold at this point.
Yeah, I'm just realizing, seeing Cthulhu do that I also possess this ability, and new possibilities are forming in my mind. And I'll kind of pat on my chest and call Duo over, and then go sit back down by the fire.
Before you head back to the fire, please make a perception check.
All right. 13.
Damn it.
And the bandits come out and kill you. The end of the campaign.
Alright. You notice Duo as you kind of calmed your chest. He kind of like runs past you as he's like kind of staring off into the woods.
I will just quietly leave him where he is, but go sit down next to the fire.
You. Yeah, so he ran past you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him do his thing,
Okay.
and I will go sit down next to the fire and close my eyes and focus on Duo. And then as I open my eyes, I am looking through Duo's eyes.
Oh, clever. Alrighty. As Duo, really clever. This is an XP thing. You'd get XP for that. That was clever.
Thank you.
His vision is like peering out past where like the light is, so his eyes are focusing. He doesn't have or dark vision, I don't believe.
I don't think so.
Let me see for sure.
He's got some sort of, I think it's scent maybe, that he gets advantage with.
No, I don't want your stuff. Stop. Yeah, sight or smell, actually. Make a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Do you
And
have his
perception is
modifiers
+3.
left? Okay.
Wow, he does not have a very high AC or hit points.
No, yeah.
And there's
You said +3?
Yes.
17.
Okay. You notice in the distant tree line, about 50 feet off, a figure move from one tree to the other.
Do I see any distinguishing features about this creature?
Too dark.
Humanoid or?
Hard to tell. Too dark.
Okay. I'm going to open my eyes again, and then I'm going to whisper to Cthulhu. I'm guessing Cthulhu, you're sitting by the fire, and I'd be sitting relatively close to you. Yeah, you would just see me with my eyes shut during this period, and then I would open them, and then I would whisper to you, I just saw a figure move in the tree line that way, and I'll point in the direction where Duo is sitting.
And then telepathically, I speak to Cammy.
Oh, I thought you were to Zio, and I was like,
No.
where does this come from?
No, I speak to Cammy,
Okay.
and I say, it doesn't matter if it's in Orcish or not, but she only understands Orcish, and I tell her to go over there and tell me what you see. And I point exactly to the thing.
Okay. You do know I won't be able to tell you what it sees.
But it said can communicate.
Does it? What's this spell? Find steed?
Find steed. It says your steed serves as a mount, let's see. While your steed is in with 1 mile of you, you can communicate with each other telepathically.
Oh. Okay.
Jeez, okay.
So, I'm not going to give it a language it can speak, but it will convey emotions that I'll tell you what it means.
Okay.
Because
I thought because it says it can understand.
It can understand
one
everything you say.
language.
I'm just going to be like, it gives you like a warning to be like, hey, come look at this. But it's not going to be like, hey, come look at this. You know, it's not, you're not physically going to have a conversation with it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right. As Cammy kind of runs in the direction, Zia, what are you doing? Actually, what are both of you doing? You guys just staring at the fire?
I'm looking where Cammy is right now. Like as I'm focused on where Cammy is and like trying to do my best to concentrate while being just fucked in the head.
I am just going to close my eyes again and look through Duo's eyes again. And in my head, I will say, get closer, but stay back. Exactly. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
But don't
Duo
come.
literally looks back at you, is like,
What the fuck did you say, Dad?
That's exactly what that means.
Duo moves 5 feet and stops. Alright, make a perception check, Cthulhu. Well, it's with a +1.
+1. Holy
Do I
shit.
make another or no?
Natural 20, so 21.
Alright.
Aw, tits.
Hey.
Woo, woo.
Alrighty. So, she comes back and she communicates to you that she sees 2 humanoid figures in the tree line about 100 feet away.
Zio, it's 2 people, 100 feet away, humanoid. I don't. In the tree line. Did they have weapons or anything?
Couldn't tell.
I don't respond
Huh?
at all.
Couldn't tell. They're just figures, but she could see the outline of it.
And I grab the back of her ear and I go, yeah, good girl. Don't worry. Oh, and I get up and let them sleep, Zio. Fucking. And I kind of
You
push
just
him.
see me sitting there, yeah, with my eyes
His
closed. As soon as you push me down.
your eyes are actually a translucent yellow.
It's
Oh,
creepy.
okay. Okay.
Fucking
Yeah, you're
jaundice got him.
Jaundice of the eyes.
Jaundice of
As
It's first thing to go, guys.
As you're kind of like nudging him, you do feel the nudging, Zio, but Duo is kind of running farther in.
Okay. Yeah, I will. As soon as I feel the nudge, my eyes will turn back their normal color, and I will snap my finger again, making Duo disappear. And I'll say, what'd you see?
2 men, tree line,
1
100 yards away. Let's go have some fun. Let them sleep.
You think
Cool.
that's a good idea? I don't.
I'll just hit.
I don't.
Okay.
With
I'll
I don't.
You can wake him up. I have some. By rhythm.
How did Rhythm get booted?
because someone in here is messing with rhythm, and
That wasn't me.
And it's Nick.
Nice one.
I got it. I got it.
It's Nick.
I
So eerily
haven't
quiet.
touched a
You
damn
guys'
thing.
voices are gross.
Whoever doesn't have a webcam, fix the music.
Zio, I
Oh,
don't.
that's wrong link.
I have to atone for. I can't let people get hurt. I don't care if it's me and you want to stay, but we can wake people up. I don't think that's a good idea. I just want to go investigate. If it gets bad, I'll send Cammy back and you can wake the rest. I just don't know. I don't want them to hate me for waking them up. I don't know.
We'll catch up. I'll wake everybody up, but be
Okay.
careful.
Wake people up. I'll be back.
And I will quickly go around and
And I hop on the steed, and I am full movement towards it,
Towards the direction.
towards their direction, and letting her take lead of where they were.
Are you riding her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, quickly,
At this point,
slowly, stealthily.
Quickly.
Okay. So as you take off into, do you have dark vision?
I don't think actually, as a half orc, I don't think I do. I do?
You should.
Okay, then yes, I do. Oh yeah, dark
I was gonna
vision,
say,
60 feet.
Do you see
yes.
it? All right. Very well. So as you get closer, you lose any sort of sight of any sort of humanoid as she takes you to the last place you saw. In the distance, probably about another 150 feet, you notice the tree line open up a great deal.
Oh, they're gonna be awake anyways.
And then in common, I scream. And I'm not gonna scream in person because fuck that.
Do it.
And-
That's obnoxious.
In Elvish.
No, I'm not screaming. Oh yeah, I'll scream like that, and then I
Yeah, please don't
basically-
scream into your
yeah,
mic.
I was about to
Please
say.
don't. Thank you.
I'm screaming, come out here and face me like a real man.
Everybody make a perception check.
Say everybody.
God fucking damn it, dude.
If you're sleeping, it's disadvantage.
Is Cthulhu
Zio
making
woke
one
us
as well?
up.
No.
Or is this
Okay.
before?
Oh, it's because I'm yelling.
No, it's just disadvantage on the perception check. If you're sleeping.
Cthulhu, perceive if you hear yourself yelling.
I don't. My head is. Yeah. Nope. I hear my voice inside my head.
Oh,
I rolled
disadvantage.
a
Lower one.
I rolled a 20 and then disadvantage 1.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, natural one.
Natural.
Two extremes over there.
15. Alar, the only one.
Yeah.
You kind of start to wake up. Not really sure what woke you.
Is Cthulhu asking someone to show them their genitals?
As Zio is sitting in front of
Like
you.
a man?
As Zio's sitting
What?
next to you with Duo in front of him.
No, I saw we saw some people in the tree line. Everyone, let's go. So I'm like
The only
trying
person
to
awake is
urge.
Alar.
Oh, really? I was making my rounds to.
Yeah, I thought he said to wake
everybody
everyone up.
Well,
said
I was seeing if they heard him, but as you go to wake everybody up, you all individually get woken up. While you guys are all waking up,
What?
as you scream this
Yeah.
Cthulhu, do you move forward at all?
Yes.
Okay.
I keep walking like mounted. I get off, and Kami's like circling me,
Okay.
kind of like in a protective motion as I'm like walking forward.
The end of the tree line's about 50 feet. You'd be about 300 feet away from the group at this point. Do you want to go to the end of the tree line?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to the end of the tree line, you're at the end of the tree line. As you're walking and moving and doing all the yelling, we're going to cut back to the party. What are you all doing?
I
was-
trying to get everybody up and following me as quickly as possible. Once everybody's up and I see that I have their attention, I am starting to sprint off towards where Cthulhu went.
What do you tell them?
I
You wake everybody up as they're all groggy, like, huh?
Yeah, I would repeat what I told Alar then. We saw some people by the tree line. Cthulhu said 100 feet off, and he went after them. We need to go follow Cthulhu, make sure he's alright, if nothing else.
immediately June kind of like perks up because she does not trust Cthulhu to handle strangers. So she starts.
Why?
She starts off in whatever direction Zio kind of like initiated, and I'm like full on dashing
Okay.
at this point.
So is everybody
Um,
sprinting in the direction then?
Yeah,
But
grabbing
no,
my.
Erden is slowly like getting dressed because he was like under his sheets and stuff.
Sweaty boy.
I would grab my shield and my I wouldn't, because I'm assuming I wouldn't sleep with the sheath, so I would just take the sword out of the sheath and like leave the sheath on the ground.
Okay.
And
And you charge
then
as
yep. And then short rest then.
Sure.
Okay.
And then Tabaxi, Khajiit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be sprinting behind everybody, not knowing what's going on. I don't really have a game plan yet.
What happens when you
Wait,
get
did you
in
just
front
call
of
him
all of us?
Tajit?
Khajiit.
Khajiit.
Skyrim.
Oh, God. Oh,
I
Zargo.
thought you said I thought you said Tajit, and I was like, what? He's back?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard that name, I'm like, that's from
Oh,
Skyrim.
100%.
Like he
I
took
can make
he
you
took
think
that
of a
from Skyrim.
Tajit
Oh.
in 3 words. Take a look.
I'm sorry that
Oh,
I
there it
derailed
is.
this so much. But
You did this. It's
as
your fault
you
this time.
all are charging Cthulhu, the moon beating down, you see a very large frozen lake. As the moon illuminates over the frozen water, as you look around, and in the distance you see a lit campfire sitting in front of a small building. There is also a dock and some fell trees.
You say 100 feet?
Yeah, from you probably.
Also, we were just kidding, like, during the exploring the archives about the ice hydra. We were totally kidding about that. Just so you know.
Yeah,
And
back
then
with the vengeance
100% just kidding.
If it's not in the monster manual, you can't use it. That's
My eyes turn this fiery red as I mount Cammy and I tell her to go.
Okay.
Fuck you.
What's her movement?
Your fucking face, Daddy.
She can move, sorry. War horse. 60 feet.
Okay.
Turn, so.
As you charge in, you all are probably about 30 feet from Cthulhu as all of this is happening. As you're all dashing, as Cthulhu's looking around, finds it, mounts, charges. You all see Cthulhu start to charge towards this building that you all now discover. What would you all like to do? As Cthulhu is barreling towards this building.
You said an ice lake.
It's just a frozen lake, yes.
Frozen lake. Do we have to cross the frozen lake to get to this building?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like on your side of the shore. You guys are like 30 feet from this building. As you see Cthulhu on his steed, weapon out, I'm assuming?
Nope.
Just barreling into this building.
Shield and everything is sheathed.
I am going to shout out, Cthulhu, wait! As I'm just running behind him,
You would hear
trying
this
to catch
Cthulhu.
up.
How far away is our bonfire again?
At this point, about 250 feet. No.
Shit.
About 400 feet.
Hope we did not leave anything behind. Alright, I'm gonna tentatively walk in the direction that Cthulhu is sprinting or riding his steed. I'm not sold.
Cthulhu, are you stopping? Are you still barreling towards the building?
Not listening, I'm toned out.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I am dashing after Cthulhu after hearing Zio try to stop Cthulhu, seeing that he's not stopping. I am trying to get within 50 feet of the campers.
You don't see anyone. It's just a building. That's all you
We
guys
can't see.
You don't see any people. You just
What
see a
about the
building.
Do
There's
we
a
see the
fire.
bonfire?
You see the light illuminating. You guys are like behind the building, and the fire's on the other side. You see
Okay,
the
I
light
am
illuminating,
running.
but you don't see any
I'm
people.
running towards that light then.
Okay. Are all of you
Um,
going towards the building?
What is Zio near me? Can I ask Zio a question?
You're all near each other except for Cthulhu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where were those figures that you saw?
They were in the tree line back there, but I'm guessing Cthulhu chased them this direction.
I stopped running at this point, by the way. Like, dead stop.
Yeah, I'm assuming all of you are stopped except for Cthulhu.
Yeah,
This
I'd be
is-
dead last too.
Strange.
I'm not
don't
stopped.
like
I'm
this.
still going after Cthulhu.
I want to turn towards
Yeah.
Alar as you say that.
Are you thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, Alar?
I cannot read your mind.
That is a fair point.
I was gonna do something goofy like cast message, but if we don't know where they are and we're barreling after a building, this could be just a fisher person's hut for all we know. And
Yes.
what about our camp? I didn't grab all of my things.
Yeah, I've played this trick before.
Why don't you guys go ahead? Alar, you want to go back to the camp with me?
Yes, let's do
Okay.
that.
Alrighty. So, for
Good idea. Be
simplicity,
careful.
Ecclesias and Alar are going back to the camp. All of you, I'm assuming, are walking towards the building.
I'm like
Cthulhu
still
will
the
get
entire
there.
time.
I know, but he's on
Okay.
a animal. You're not
I
that
know
fast
he's
of a
gonna
runner.
get there way before me, but just so you know.
You are all going towards the building to keep you all together so I'm not like 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet away. June, everyone's with you. You guys are going to the building. 2 of you guys are going back to the camp. Cthulhu's going to the thing. So this is not as confusing. Okay. All right, so
Well, can I actually? Well, never mind. No, fuck it. I'll just go with it.
okay. Alrighty. So Cthulhu,
Sorry.
as you barrel into this area, no one is around. What would you like to do?
Can you smell them out? Can you see them? Is there something I can't see?
Make a perception check.
This with the Cammy? Or
Yep. You're asking her to do it, right?
Yep. Okay, that'd be a 15.
Okay. Looking around. Not seeming to see anything.
I feel like they're at a camp. They can't be. What?
As
Fucking
the rest of
idiot.
the party arrives with Cthulhu at this camp.
What did you see,
What
Kazim?
is? What is it?
And why did you go alone?
Stupid. I was being dumb again.
It's not being dumb, but
I didn't want you guys to get hurt. I didn't care otherwise.
I think all of us have proven that we can sort of hold our own. And you
Honestly,
need
I
to
just-
trust us.
I trust you guys. I just don't. I don't want. I wanted you guys to be rested and fine. Sorry.
We're all
I
in this
thought too
together.
much.
Cthulhu, are you still like up atop your giant wolf?
Yeah.
I'll kind of like approach from the side and kind of like reach up to reassure you that you going at this alone is almost asking for failure if you were to run into something dangerous. We're in this together, and you need to trust us, and you need to rely on us, just like you would want us to rely on you.
I trust you and I rely on you guys. I just don't want to be a nuisance again. Just
You're
because.
not
This
a
is the-
nuisance. You're also
This
not
is
a
not the,
protector.
Can we clear this area before we make sure that this is a good spot to talk about this sort of stuff?
I just want to ask
Yeah.
really quick. Alar and Ecclesias, were you guys grabbing stuff and coming back here? Or are you guys just going back to the camp and staying at the camp?
Ayla, do you think that we should grab our things and join a group, or should we protect the things here? They might need us, and I just didn't want to be so hasty to leave.
As long as we grab the valuables, there's no reason to not return. So yes, let's grab the things and
I
return.
would say if you wanted to be generally quick at it, you'd have to leave people's like tents and bedrolls and stuff like that. But you'd grab their packs or anything that was valuable. Maybe you guys left dinnerware, stuff like that. Not important stuff you guys may have left. It's a camp, but important things, weapon, bags, stuff like that. You bring.
We have the person with the bag of holding. We're fine.
Okay, I'm just saying the things that left behind are the things you can't be like scoop the whole thing in first.
Gotcha.
And for brevity, we'll just say, plug your mic in. And for brevity, we'll say that as you guys are discussing this, you're looking around. Or did you say that? And the party's all back together. Okay. Now that we're all together.
Oh, good.
Oh,
You're all here. Great.
I wanted
as you
to
go
just be
this
me
way-
and Ecclesia.
I'm gonna go check this way. Just let us be sure that nothing was seen, and we are all good before we go back to camp. Okay?
Yes, I want to take a look around as well, and I'll put my hand out and, Erden, you're leaving, so I'll put my hand out and rest it on June's shoulder as I'll look up at the top of the building and snap my fingers, and Duo is perched up on top of the building.
Nice.
My eyes glaze over in that familiar yellow.
Again, God, I am not clever with Find Familiar. You're very clever. I'm just like Spider. Go look at everything. You're very clever with it. All right, you're teaching
Thank
me.
you.
Anyway, perception check advantage.
And I'm gonna also do a perimeter as much as I can.
Okay, you all kind of fan out.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, I'm just gonna kind of like as Gio's kind of holding on to me, and I've seen him do this before. I'm gonna kind of put a hand on his hand that he has on my shoulder, and I'm gonna do an Arcana check for the area to see if there's been any magic.
Okay.
Did you say +3 or 4?
3.
Okay, 15.
Uridin, make a perception check. And June, Arcana check.
How far away
19.
are we from the building?
You guys are around it, next to it, in front of it, behind it.
Okay.
Before we get to you, Alar, 19, you do not notice any magical presence. Urin,
Okay.
16.
16, looking around, you see like a boat that's on the ice that you presume was there, before, floating in the water, but then it frozen over. And you start to notice footprints around, and that aren't your groups. Zio, or Duo's check. What was his perception?
15.
15. With your bird's eye view, something I didn't think anyone would do, you notice
Dun, dun, dun.
some areas, now that it's from the top, you notice some areas in the snow, about 6 areas, where the snow is more stamped down, in about a rectangle. Kind of looking like there was tents. And the fire's still lit.
I will relay this information while continuing to look through Duo's eyes. I will just say there's about 6 spots that looks like there were tents here not too long ago.
I got footprints over here.
Yeah, Erden, you would notice that they're like everywhere at this point.
Is there a
okay.
door on the tower? Sorry, I don't remember.
There's a door on the small building, yes.
All right. About 30 feet away from the door, I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, as you do, you detect no magic in the building.
I mean, it would literally just be the door.
There's
because
no
I
magic
can't
on the
go
door.
through. Yeah, I can't go through 1 foot of stone, so I figure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Nice. So, as you're all looking around, you all, maybe except for Erden, you're a little farther, you all hear something kind of get knocked over inside the building and roll on the hardwood floor.
I immediately take Zio's shoulder from my hand into my hand, give it a couple squeezes, and then start trying to walk towards the door. And
Yeah.
I don't know if he can walk or not because this is his spell. I'm not familiar with it. I just know that
He can walk. He's
Okay.
following your lead.
I
so.
was gonna say I know
And
that he's I
Jay,
just know he's
you
not
are
there.
seeing through Duo's eyes what June is doing because you're right above her.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
and
assuming
I-
would see this.
And I
You're
guess
moving yourself
You notice
like a
your
video
I-
bulging a little
character.
bit? No, I'm kidding.
and I would know what he's doing too, and I would look up at Duo. Can I telepathically speak to Duo?
You would know you cannot because it is an
Okay.
ethereal being. But you can telepathically talk to Jay and he'd hear, or Zio and he'd hear.
Okay, and I'll so as we're walking, I'll telepathically talk to Jay as I'm guiding him with me. Something is in the building. We need to go.
As I'm Skyrim sneaking, can I just be like,
Why are we being so discreet? The person in there is probably so afraid of their lives.
I'll turn back to Ecclesias as I'm still dragging Zio to come with me. I didn't say I was going to attack, but we need to know who came in to check out our camp.
Ecclesias, there was 2 people, 2 humanoids that were stalking us 100 feet away. I got scared, or not scared, I got scared for you guys and was stupid, I'm sorry.
Wait, sorry, did you...
Before you guys can speak, before you make any movements, I need to do
thank you, DM.
Sorry, you saw something on the tree line and then you chased after with your beast.
She
Yes.
saw something, and she told me what it was, and
And you look at
I
Discord.
got scared.
So
Say that again.
Look at Discord.
my
Not that cord,
eyes-
Discord, Eddie.
My eyes will return back to their deep blue, and I will snap once again, making Duo go away. And I will say to Jiren as she's pulling me along, remember there were about 6 spots for tents. There could be more than just one in there.
I'll kind of like let go of his hand as I realize that he is back to himself, and I'll turn to him. And we don't know if they're hostile or not, but we're here, and I think that they know we're here, so we need to at least introduce ourselves. And
Just give me 1 second, and eyes go from like a reddish halo to a golden as I look at the building in divine sense, see if I can anything undead, celestial, a fiend in 60 feet from that door.
There is nothing that pings inside the building or around you.
I'm actually gonna turn to Ecclesias and say, does that spell that you did that one time to kind of put that little outline around people, does that work through walls?
You know, I've really never tried that. I don't think that matters. I can try to. Only one way to find out.
Let's try it.
And
I'm gonna
I'll
stand back so you can
yeah.
do that.
shoulder width apart, and I'll throw that pink square as it goes into a cube, and then we'll see what happens as I can. There isn't one. It happens. It's a dex save of 12. It's a dex save.
Come on, roll stupid. Come on, roll real bad.
And we'll let you know if they pass. You say their numbers first.
Yeah, I was about to say the number.
1 passes and an 11.
Both fail. So, is there
Well-
anything else in there, like
well,
spiders, mites?
Or were you saying 11 people?
A natural 20.
Oh,
and
1 passes
an
and 1
11.
fails.
For brevity, you don't know that there's 2 people in there. It highlights 1 person. But
okay.
I will
I thought you were saying 11 people.
I will describe the person that
Oh.
failed. Okay, their body, because you can see their outline, is holding a weapon. Like their hand. All right, it'll just be easy. You see the outline of someone going like this and like this,
Like
I
they're finna
and there's a
execute
sword,
somebody.
and there's a sword.
That's the
I
one
want-
that's highlighted.
Yes,
Mhm.
funny enough.
And we can all see that, right?
How
Yeah, everybody can see the
Yeah.
outline.
how big is his silhouette?
Medium humanoid.
Wait, June. You can talk to people through their heads.
I have to be able to see them.
Well, now you can.
Does that count?
No,
I
Fuck.
think so.
it's
I
clever,
would-
but no.
I know.
I want to.
I know.
I put my hands up.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Hello, we know you are in that building. We don't mean any harm. We happen to be camping next to you, and we happen to see you see us. We are not here to fight, but we are here looking for someone, and you may be those someones.
And like kind of under my breath.
We don't need unnecessary bloodshed. When I first asked you, you guys said you don't always fight, and you have never once stayed true to that word.
I'm gonna ask the DM, looking at the outline of the person that failed, does it look like he's
It looks like what I showed. Your
Okay.
interpretation. I'm not going to tell you what you interpret.
Ecclesias thinks that they're nervous because they're being surrounded by a bunch of people.
telepathically? I'm gonna look at Ecclesias and I'm gonna say,
Telepathically, I look at you.
telepathically I look at you,
In my mind's eye or whatever.
and in my mind's eye,
Oh my God.
no, when I tell you, I know what you're saying, but the person that we can see right now is clearly holding something hostage. Look at the way that it's positioned and look at its weapon.
Clearly holding something hostage. It looks like they are ready to pour a sword.
Ecclesias, you notice, by the way, when
Look
you
again.
say those words, the figures like looks like you can tell it's like looking around.
Okay, so the way that this is Jeremy being meta, and I won't play it meta, but the way that Anthony described it, our DM described it me as a player, it looked like they were not holding somebody's throat, the sword to their throat. No, this is exactly how he described it. That he had like a sword like this.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Jeremy.
So like,
Jeremy nailed it.
so like holding the scabbard, getting ready to pull out a sword. That's how I interpreted it.
I interpret. Hold on.
Austin.
However you
Okay.
interpreted it, go off
Then
of that.
yeah.
It doesn't matter what other people
Yeah.
interpreted.
Yeah. Go
I
along with that.
interpreted it as
Yeah,
Head.
if that's what you
Holding
No,
a
no,
head.
you're good.
Hold on,
Head
everyone.
sword.
Just play it.
Everyone. June,
play it.
if that's what you interpreted, go off
Yeah,
of that.
I'm
Ecclesias, if
good
that's
with
what you
that.
interpreted, go off
How
of
in
that.
how in the Nine Hells do you think that they are holding Thurston hostage? How do you get that from that?
look at the way that he's standing.
It looks like he's ready to.
Find out.
You also got no reply, by the way. You know, when you said, we know you're at, there was no verbal reply, but everyone, because you can see the fairy fire, you can see them being like what the fuck?
Okay.
Then I'm
Okay,
just gonna
message
say-
on Ayla. Or sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna tell everybody, nobody attack first, but somebody open the door.
Got it.
You also
Don't knock on the door. Do
You-
not open it.
everyone
Knock
make
on
a
it.
perception check except for Eddie.
If they're about to
What's
hold,
that you
You guys aren't
casting
looking.
mess-
This is just a mental. Huh.
What is with fives?
Natural
I got
one
9.
again.
I'm moving on up.
I have
And it's like
advantage, so I'm at
Perception, you said?
Yes.
16.
I haven't rolled a
9.
nat
Okay.
20 like as Ecclesias yet.
16. What was yours, Cthulhu?
10 with disadvantage.
Okay. And Zio.
Natural one.
Okay. Cthulhu
Boo.
and Alar actually. You're kind of like looking at everybody. You're looking because you're all facing the building. You all look at each other, and you're kind of like looking at the group, and you're noticing Uridin isn't there, and he's been awfully quiet.
Where did Uridin go?
As you look,
and he's been off.
and he is standing next to the dock, just standing still, like hands out by his side like this.
Oh no, he's T-posed. It looks like the developers didn't. They released this game too early.
Staring at you guys, just not looking around. No
Do
weapon
you
in
guys
hand.
tell anybody that?
Only Alar sees it.
Oh, okay.
In the moonlight casting, you can see this clearly.
What is, Cthulhu, I do not understand this half-orc ritual that Uridin is doing.
I love and hate
Alar,
your
listen to-
characters so goddamn much.
Just cut it. Cut it.
It's a love hate what they are.
Okay, this is Jeremy. If we think, if half of us think that somebody's about to get their head capitated, we're being awfully goofy and slow with this.
We are. I think.
As you look over and you see him
Uridin's
just
being-
frozen. Not
Can I-
physically, but
how far away am I from him?
give
Do
me,
you
a,
tell us this?
give me a minute. Well, I mean, you hear him say that.
I heard him say
Yeah,
Cthulhu.
no,
I'm
I
not-
say-
Well, you
I don't
hear
know
him
what
say
this was.
Cthulhu. Is this some sort of weird? He is 45 feet away from all of you.
Dark vision. What do I see?
You see exactly what I said.
No,
Is
like
he naked? Like, what
No.
does he?
Is he naked?
Like, so he just doesn't have any weapons on him, though.
He has his weapons on him.
Nick
He's
plays
just-
chess.
He's
Yeah, so
standing
things different.
like as if it was an old western, and their hands are by their side.
Kemi,
Does it look weird?
go. And I hop off and I say, Kemi, go.
Yeah,
Tell me what's
it's
there.
very uncharacteristic of
Alright.
Uridin.
What-
Yes.
Oh
Then
my fuck!
I-
We're fucking it.
Uridin, you hear.
What is your animal going to do?
Or as you yell, "Cammy, run at Uridin." Uridin, you hear the voice say, "Tell it to stop now."
Okay. No! Stop it! Halt your shit! Go away!
Snaps
I-
and stops.
Okay.
I am
start
gonna.
walking.
I'm gonna telepathically speak to Uridin after Alar points him out. I'll turn around and look at him, and if Eddie describes it as very uncharacteristic of Uridin, I will telepathically speak to
Alright.
him.
As you
what's
telepathically
going on.
speak to him, she says, "What's going on?" I talked over her. My apologies.
What's going on?
Oh. And I'm able to respond.
And I give you
telepathically, correct?
the ability to respond.
There's a man who has something very pointy in my lower back, and I'm about to die.
As soon as he says that, I turn invisible.
I'm going to die. That's what I say out loud.
I've been walking towards just a little bit, but
Fuck no! Stay there. Do not.
What the fuck is going on?
All right. Well, if
Stop.
June's turning invisible, you're walking halfway there. There's a guy with something pointy in the back of his lower back.
I really hope that's a sword.
We're all going
Or
to
it's just happen to see me.
roll
Don't
for
say it.
initiative
Don't you say it.
after
Don't
we
say
take
it.
a break.
We're really bad at D&D. I'm really
We're
bad
not
at
bad at
D&D.
D&D. No one's bad at D&D. You can't really be that bad at D&D.
Has Jeremy just
You know,
looked at
there's
disappointment.
Jeremy-
there's no winning in D&D, but there's
made
Jeremy
definitely
sad.
characters dying in D&D.
I do want to
There's
say
definitely characters dying.
thank you to everybody that's been very, positive and talkative in chat.
Yeah.
What is it? Let's burn this.
We appreciate the
Hello.
adoptions.
Welcome. I don't understand what any of you are talking about with children. This was lost on me.
Yeah, this
I
chat's
don't
been
know-
really fun.
I don't know who Matt
This
is.
so fun.
I don't understand what's happening.
Everybody's
I have
been
a parent.
Everyone's been
Everyone
adopted.
Go
is
with it.
Jag's kid. I don't know. But
You're
thank you
God.
for everybody that's here.
It's
Well,
fine.
that's normal. But thank you for everybody that's here. I'm glad that you're having fun. We're gonna take a
Yeah.
quick 15-minute break, use the loo, and get some refreshments,
a
and we'll
piece of
be
paper?
right back. Enjoy the
Yeah.
jaunty Quinn's Tavern music made by the lovely Jeremy, and we will be back in about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere, and we will see you soon.
Too many Zeo emotes. I'm drinking.
before somebody dies. This
We're
always
back.
happens
Very
before
first
somebody dies.
You're right. It does always happen right before somebody dies.
Oh, fun and jolly. It's just a dream, right?
It's just a dream.
Eddie
Jim's
has
head
been
hasn't
holding-
come off yet. It's not a
No,
dream.
it's not a dream. I'm still headstrong.
I
Yeah,
want
we're-
you to
Headless.
know I would never dream
Eddie?
of that.
Stop with the hard shit.
But real talk, we're straight up in roll 20 right now. So
Curls, you were also on a
get our
whole
game
other
face
level
on.
tonight.
Alrighty.
FYI.
So,
I did get a fresh drink because you guys are killing.
everybody roll
'Cause
initiative.
Look at what Curls just did to us, you guys.
What?
Chat. Just look in the chat.
Before we roll initiative, this is for you, Carl.
All right.
Cheers.
Okay, chat, real quick, chat. Blue, orange, magenta. Real quick.
Magenta.
Real quick. Blue, orange, magenta. Blue, orange, or magenta.
Baby.
They're not saying anything. I'm going magenta.
Chat.
God, they
chat.
just want us to
Any-
drink.
Rolling
Any color as long as it's black.
Orange. Okay, I got an orange. Got an orange.
color as long as.
All right. Oh.
Uh,
Shay, you're the best.
natural 20 on initiative.
Hey,
Holy
I
shit.
didn't roll
Dude,
like
we-
dog
once-
shit.
I know.
I
I
just
rolled,
didn't
I
roll
switched
dog
dice.
shit.
I
I
switched
rolled
I
a
dice.
can't-
19.
I did not switch dice, and I just rolled better this time. So. With
Switch
the
dice. Nat 20.
Nick, if you mention a Tumblr one more time, I'm gonna find out wherever you're
So
streaming
21.
from, wherever that happens to be very familiar looking to me. I'm gonna take your glasses, put them on backwards, and I'm gonna show you what it means to be a proctologist.
I know where you are.
Oh boy!
I'm gonna pull out a
There
textbook and
is
show
a
you the definition.
prediction in chat. For everybody
Will
that would like to-
Jeremy fuck Nick in the ass. Sounds like
Will
it.
this lead to combat?
I already concluded my.
Will this lead to combat? Duh, it's the collective.
Can
No,
that
they're
please be a
reformed.
poll?
Oh, we talked over the prediction. We got to make that more highlighted.
Will this lead to combat? Duh, it's the collective. Or no, they are reformed.
Oh boy.
I
Dirty
like
20,
the,
by
I like
the
the
way. Or,
options.
I guess we're waiting on
25
the-
to 20.
Dirty 20.
21. Natural 20.
22.
Damn, we rolled.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 22. I rolled 22. I didn't realize. I
20 to
didn't hear you
15.
call out.
19.
Almost there. I rolled a 15. I didn't get a 15.
What's your number?
14.
Do you
Okay.
have a -1?
Yeah.
What's your dex?
Average.
15 to 10.
I'm at 14 as well, but I have plus
Oh.
5
You're
dexterity.
going first.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Bitch.
Now, just because we're in roll 20, everybody doesn't mean we have to fight. Just I know it's like when
Yes,
all
it
the
does.
pieces come out on the table, you want to
Okay,
fight,
right
but we
now-
don't have to.
Punch, punch, punch.
Right
I
now,
have a magical
95%.
sword. I need to use it.
Say we're not gonna.
We're not.
I feel like they have a lot of faith in us.
I feel like Jeremy's staring at me like, why the fuck would you say that?
I see. Cammy.
June, you are invisible. No surprise round other than that. Okay. Ecclesius, what would you like to
Yes.
do? As June standing next to you disappears, you can look around, and at this point you see... No, you don't. That has not been revealed. You do not see anyone behind Urden.
I don't see anyone behind Urden, and I don't know what's happening with Urden right now because that was told telepathically.
Correct.
Without moving, because I know that there's somebody that has a weapon in that house. I don't know if I call out to Urden. My paws are up. I call out to Urden.
Are you safe? This
And I'll kind of look around arbitrarily for anybody.
This does not need to end in bloodshed, nor does it need to start with a fight. We can talk.
And then that'll end my turn there.
Okay, that pink square is your fairy fire. That's where the gentleman is.
Okay.
It's a dude, you know that. After Ecclesius, June. Urden, by the way, when she disappeared, you hear the voice whisper something in your ear.
Okay, so that's 30. I'm gonna use my action to dash. So 30, 35. And then I'm gonna try to like kind of either walk in between these rocks or jump on top of them, whichever
It will be
is
difficult
gonna,
terrain.
leave less footprint. Okay, so this was 35, 40. If I go diagonal, 50. Right? So double. For
Make a
difficult
dexterity
terrain.
saving throw.
Come on,
That's
wizard.
another nat 20.
Holy
Nice.
shit!
As you jump up and you just kick the ice right off the rocks.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Well, it was either that or you fell on your ass, so that is what you
Nope,
did.
I'll take it. I'll take it. But no footprints, right?
There are some. The rocks are covered with snow, but
And then I'm gonna
definitely
do my
less than
last-
walking in the snow. It's not as hard to. It's
My
not
last bit of movement here would be my full
Okay.
60.
And you will see. I will need you to make a stealth check, by the way.
Do I get advantage because I am invisible?
Yes.
Justice for all.
Indivisible.
I thought I had a cool one. Oh, I do have a cool one. Boom. Can stream see this? Okay.
A little bit.
A little
Enough.
bit. It's a little zoom, but yeah.
What's your stealth check?
You said I got advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, because the first one was a 1. Second one's a
Well, how
12.
mighty you follow?
12.
I know, it went from 120 to
Yeah, right.
These dice are a little bipolar.
Just like me.
12.
Right before your turn ends, June, you hear the voice or the guy who has Uridin to the back with a crossbow, a heavy crossbow. You hear him whisper to Uridin, "I know she's next to you. Tell her to stop." And at the end of June's turn, Alar.
Alright, so Alar,
His passive perception was 12.
Don't bitch.
I want to say because he isn't looking for you, so he doesn't get to make a check.
I know. I rolled like poop.
so I see that Cthulhu and everyone else seems to be focused on Uridin. Well, maybe Zio and Ecclesius are also here with me. But anyways, so what I am going to do is my sword should be sheathed. I do have my shield up, and
You don't have
I'm
your sheet
going.
specifically. You mentioned that.
But we went back and
You
picked
did.
stuff up.
You did.
So
You do have a sheath.
sorry, I assumed.
No,
Yeah.
that's actually good. So now you're not just always like, what's happening? It's just a sword.
Yeah.
What
It's
is
just
rare?
sorry, I forgot my sheath today.
I don't have a license, officer.
I named it Ledger. Get it?
Anyways, so what I am going
Fuck.
to do is I am going to walk up to the door and knock on it.
Okay, walk up to the door.
Let me grab myself. There we go.
Hey.
As you knock on it,
That's it. Yeah, just.
some
and I
snow
would-
falls off the shambled roof.
And I would say, while I'm there, good evening. We're just here because someone may or may not have overreacted. I am not saying who. But someone. We're very nervous. We don't. Sorry. We're chilling.
And that's your turn.
That's my turn.
We're chilling. Cthulhu.
Literally.
Who?
So does my wolf have separate initiative than me?
What does it say when you cast it?
It should.
It does have separate
So then
initiative,
roll
so I
initiative
should.
for your steed.
I was not prepared. Sorry.
Oh,
I
the
forgot.
whole steed can attack? Holy shit.
Yeah.
So can Duo.
Well, duo's different than the steed. I thought summon steed
Is
was
initiative
not-
what is initiative based on? Dexterity?
Yeah,
Dexterity.
Dex.
Thank you. 12, so he goes later.
You in both combat and out. You have an instant
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it
unit
going
all
away at
mounted
dawns.
on your steed. I don't think it does have its own initiative and does things. You can
Oh.
mount and fight off of it, but it can't.
Yeah, I
fight
don't.
for
I don't
you.
think you can. It can attack. I think you can just
It
use
can
it
attack
during.
100%.
It says your steed serves you as a mount, both in combat and out, and you have instinctive bond that allows you to fight as a seamless unit, so together.
So if you get a
Mounted
horse, you wouldn't
on
have
your
like a horse
steed,
for initiative.
You can make any spell you cast that target only you also target your steed.
Okay.
So you can
So-
fight on your steed, you can do mounted combat.
Yeah, you can do
Alright.
mounted combat, but you can't. Your mount does not fight at all.
Right.
Okay. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense because the warhorse has a charge action that can make things go 20 feet. Fuck. Okay. I
And
walk.
because it's just a mount and it can't attack, I'll say, yeah, I agree with it, shouldn't disappear.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I walk 10 feet or 5 feet and with my hands up, casing the situation and realizing, oh shit, there's something going on. What do you want? Leave Erden alone. He has nothing
you
to
don't
do
see
with
anyone
anything.
behind him. You haven't seen him.
Oh,
Erden
okay.
hasn't told you anything.
I'm just saying he has his hands up.
Okay.
So I'm assuming.
His hands are at his side though. He's just standing.
Oh, I thought he.
looks
I
like
thought
he looks kind of like he saw a ghost.
I imagine Erden constipated.
Erden, are you okay? I walk up.
Okay. Do you move
Another
any
5
closer?
feet.
He
Stay
did
there.
tell you to. Yeah, he did tell you before to not come any closer. I don't know if that
Stay
changes
where
your
you are.
ability or not.
Erden, we're friends. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you.
I can't respond right now. Can I?
Are you
have to wait
doing
till my
anything
turn?
else, Erden? Are you moving, or Cthulhu? Are you moving closer or staying there?
That's it. Like I'm just.
Okay, it's Erden's turn in initiative anyway. So Erden.
Don't come near me. Stay where you are. Do not draw any weaponry. June, wherever you are, show yourself. Please. We have the opportunity to talk. We can talk this through. And I say that very loudly.
Okay. Zio.
Are you still standing like you're constipated?
Yeah, I'm about to poop my pants.
Okay.
Well, I
Have
want to
the
poop,
opposite of
but I
constipated.
can't.
If you do, that's it.
I really wanna, but I can't.
He'll shoot the shit right out of you. All right, Zio.
Yeah, seeing now everybody's attention has shifted. I am going to stop focusing on the door and focus more on Uridan. Actually, no, I want to look around because I do know that there was potentially 6 tents. I want to look around for others that might be hidden around here.
Just standing there making a perception check for him, or you want to move
Yep,
around?
just
Make a perception check.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, so I'm just gonna stand and spot.
Actually, investigation check if you're like taking your time to look for them. If you just want to quickly glance around, perception. If you're gonna like intently look, investigation.
I will intently look.
Yeah, I figured.
It's still only 11.
11. Looking around, you don't seem to notice anybody. You try to look at the tracks to see where they're going, but between all of you and the now myriad of tracks that you're seeing, it's hard to tell where anyone went.
Okay. I won't do anything. I'll just watch, wait for something to happen.
The guy behind Uridan speaks up. Everyone back! Get back! Listen to your ally. Everyone would hear this. That includes you, thing, it, or whatever that was. No tricks. I sense you. And he's like looking. And June, you can tell that he knows like your direction, but he's like, he knows you're there, but he's like, I know you're there, but I don't know where. But you're there.
Am I able to respond or no?
Sure.
I'll say, easy friend, if you want to talk, just say your demands and we will try to accommodate them.
Give me some breathing room. Get that beast away.
Release Uridan.
No.
And we're fine.
Back up.
Cthulhu, just...
Everyone.
Just
and
chill.
Then his turn will end. Ecclesias. As you would hear this too, Ecclesias.
Yeah. I've done nothing but Uridan announce our presence. I think that you should leave him alone and stay to your business.
Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. June? What are you doing?
Shh, she's a ghost. You can't hear her or see her.
Nobody can see me or hear me. I am gonna crouch down. And I am going to ready an action to grab the guy's crossbow if he tries to make a move.
Okay. No. Okay. Alar, as you hear this now, and Alar, you would have heard from the inside, do what he says. That's what you hear from the inside.
Can you clarify? Because am I supposed to step away from this door? Is that what you want? I'll do that. If you want me to do that, I'll do that.
Yes.
But I'm just not sure. Okay.
Just to nip that in the fucking bud. He says that.
You talk first.
In that case, then I will walk to. If I walk towards Zio and Ecclesias, is that fine? Because that's all I. That's
I don't know.
where I want to go.
You tell me.
Well, I mean,
You went to the left a little too much. Let him
I'm
raid.
going to walk down the stairs and then turn around, and then I'm going to tell Ecclesias and Zio that the people what they told me.
All right.
They also seemed to say to go back. I don't know.
How long does Fairy Fire last? Concentration up to an hour, right? It's like
No,
real
I
long.
believe the fairy fire only lasts 1 minute.
1
so
minute.
it's definitely been gone by
yeah,
now.
it's gone, but it gave you a lot of important information.
Can I would it be possible to use my action because I kind of only talked to examine the ice and see how thick it is?
You
And I
tell
know
it's
I'm far
probably-
away.
It is probably at least a foot to 2 feet thick.
Okay.
Damn.
It's thick with 3 C's.
Okay, is that
Yeah, that's
is that really
thick.
unreasonable? We're just gonna say a foot. Is that
A
normal?
foot's not bad. 2 feet deep of it. Well, I mean, like 2 feet deep of ice. That's
I'm-
like Arctic Circle stuff.
I'm
Okay, we're
fairly
gonna go
certain a
foot.
foot is enough to hold a person.
Okay, we're gonna go with a foot then.
Yeah.
That was
6
just me
inches
being
is enough to
ignorant.
hold somebody.
I have been told otherwise. Cthulhu.
Oh no.
We're talking
Quickly.
about ice still?
Quickly, yep. Quickly.
Can I see the guy now or no? Is he
You
still
can
like?
see a figure behind Uridan.
Now listen. And I drop my sword and my shield like I have a strap and I just unstrap everything. Listen, we are here to talk, and we're here to talk. Now, I command you to put the weapon down.
Okay.
I cast command.
Hey, when did this happen? When did this happen? Why does it sound so familiar?
He has to make a wisdom
What's your command?
save.
You have a word.
Drop the
Okay.
weapon.
Okay. Hey, what's the save? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
When did this happen? 10.
Right now.
He fails. It's a 13.
Okay. When does it actually happen? On your turn or his?
Instantly.
But he has to take the action on his turn, right?
He has to take the action to drop the weapon.
Right, but on his
On
turn
his
he has
turn.
to take the action. Right?
Okay, on his turn, yes.
Let me just, because you might be right and it might help you more.
I'm
just
speak
gonna
one
read
word
it.
in the command. Yeah.
'Cause it's
And
a
then,
bonus.
oh wait, I can do it twice. I can cast it on 2 people with level 2, right?
If you would have said you cast it at level 2, but
Yep.
I'm assuming you cast it at 1.
Okay, then I'll cast it at 1. That's fine. It doesn't change it, but
To follow
yeah,
the
it just
command
makes
on
it
its next turn.
Okay, so it has to drop the weapon now.
On its next turn. Okay.
And my hands are up, and all my weapons are on the ground.
Very well. Uridan.
I eventually poop.
Alright, Zio.
No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding. I will, seeing that June has not revealed herself, I'll say, please, June, for the sake of my spine, can you please show yourself in an unharming and just don't harm this man right now. Please, for me. Don't. Please.
We'll just end it on that. Please for me. Zio. Please for me. Please for me.
Yeah, I think that seeing everybody's hands up, I will follow suit, though my shield is on my left hand.
Your left arm.
So, yeah, left arm.
Just right here. This is your shield.
Yeah, it's a buckler. Okay. Yeah. So I do have my shield on that arm, but my other hand is raised in the air.
Okay.
And I will kind of take a peek back at the door. Is it like opening or like any movement from
Not
the
at
door
this
inside?
moment. No, it is not.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Goes to them. As Uridan, you feel the poking in your back. You kind of feel like scrape a little bit as it just like pulls away off of your back. As June, you see like he doesn't physically drop it. He, drops the weapon to his side. He goes, "All right, let's talk then." And he kind of steps up and he'll walk up on top of here, just a little bit, still staying behind Uridan. What are you all doing here? We'll kind of open this up for conversation. June, plug your mic in. What is everyone doing here?
What? We are just traveling. We mean you no harm. All my stuff is on the floor. I'm incapable of hurting you here. Cammy, go over there.
Okay,
And she walks away. See? There's no harm here. Just tell us what you're doing with her friend. Please.
I was protecting myself. You all came out of the woods. I was scared.
Were you looking at our campsite just a little bit ago?
I was, yes.
I was trying to defend my friends. That's my bad. Okay? My name's Cthulhu Smith. I come in peace. I'm from the Temple of Fultis. And I'm traveling northward with my friends.
Okay.
Hi, bro. Are you alone here?
I have one friend. He's inside.
Tell your
Okay.
friend to just come downstairs or come wherever and come talk to us, please. I have no harm for you. I want you to...
I think it's better if he stays inside. I can talk with all of you.
Okay. Can Uridin come over with me now?
Yes.
Okay, Uridin. Please come over here. We mean you no harm.
Are we out of count or initiative?
Kind of, yeah. If anybody attacks, we're instantly going back to the initiative.
Yep.
I'll keep my hands up and I'll walk towards Cthulhu, and I'll turn my back like toward Cthulhu as I walk backwards, facing the gentleman.
Okay.
And June, wherever you are, show yourself. Let's not do anything. Please.
Alar, what were you gonna say?
I am going to. Is there a pile of wood by the fire? And then I would sit by the fire and manage it.
Okay.
And kind of be like,
Okay.
Let's all just sit around the fire, enjoy this warmth.
As I put you in the fire.
Exactly, like he said, let's go around the fire. It's fucking cold out here. Are you cold yourself?
I was okay.
I'll leave. Hey, let's go to the fire, bud. We're friends.
No, I'll be right here.
Okay,
We
hey.
can talk like this.
Hey. Okay. What is it you want from us?
For all of you to leave, us in peace.
Why don't we just leave? We chased them down to their home. I see no reason to press them.
I agree.
There is nothing that you want from us. We want nothing from you, and we will leave at that.
Is this your home?
Yes.
Oh.
Just
Insight check.
Insight check, yeah.
Lame bastard.
Sure, Ecclesias inside check.
Oh, I was doing that too.
I was thinking it to Ecclesias. He hasn't made any rolls today.
Okay.
And it should have stayed
That
that
good?
way.
22.
Oh,
Santi,
never
And
mind.
he sucks.
That good.
He, as you say that, like, if he's looking directly at you, he goes, yes.
What is the point of lying? We were being cordial and we were going to allow your peace. I know that there is one of your friends inside that is armed. But now that you lied to me, I am less inclined to leave.
Exactly.
I still think that it'd be best if all of you left.
Is there anybody else inside? Or is it just your friend?
It is just him.
Why do you want your friend to stay inside?
Yeah, I think they're doing something weird in there.
He's safer inside than out here at the moment.
That is a fair argument.
Well, actually, you're across the... He's safer inside than out here?
Hey, bud.
I'm not your
I
bud,
think
pal.
Not your
Does
guy,
he actually-
buddy.
does he
Listen
actually-
here.
not your
Does he actually
pal,
say
friend.
that?
Hey, we are here in peace. And if we weren't, there's 6 of us. You said there's only 2 of you. So you're either lying, and there's no reason to be scared of us. We don't just kill people. That's fucking weird.
He definitely looks at all of you and all the weapons you have.
Can I walk up closer to this person, like at the base of the dock,
Sure,
5
as you
feet
do,
in between
you kind of
us?
see him like he doesn't draw his crossbow, but he puts his other hand on it.
I hold my robes open.
Look, I don't have weapons present. They're inside of my bag. I don't walk around the wilderness armed for fighting. So, if I can persuade you to just let your friend come outside to explain, because we are looking for someone, and if we can just make sure that he is not inside and that he is safe, we will all go, and that you have the word. of the collective.
Make a persuasion check.
Do it,
Hell yeah, Bard.
Do it, Bard.
You got this, group therapist.
Are you trying to light a fire there?
Hold on, it's going.
Yes, yes. I
Oh,
am.
fucking bullshit! With plus a 5, it's a 9. I don't like to roll with tumble trays.
As he
You
goes,
should try a tumbler.
Nick, I'm gonna sodomize you.
I think that I've been very cordial.
Please do.
I think that I've been very cordial, and he means you no harm inside, and I have no weapons drawn. We can all part ways. That nothing happened.
Well, if this isn't your house, you mind if we take a peek inside?
I told you it is my house.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Who's inside?
I trust my friend here, and I'll point to Ecclesias.
Hey.
I'll look at Zio and I'll wink.
Emo.
Zio, we do not have to look inside the house. It is a shithole. Look at it.
Exactly. It's a shithole you don't want.
Aylar, can you at least...
I want to shout out.
Aylar, you know me, I'm a peaceful person, but can you at least try to crack open that door? We have a friend lying about the ownership of this property. So the real owners could be inside and in danger. If we walk away, there's a chance that we could be letting an innocent go to waste.
That's my worry as well.
No one will die if you leave now.
But
Is that a threat?
Wait, I didn't catch that. Who would die if we
No
leave
one
now?
will die if you leave now. And if you
So
want to
there is-
take that as a threat, then you can.
So there is somebody else in the house.
I said nothing of that. I said if you leave now, no one will die.
Hey, I have all my weapons on the floor.
I see
You
that.
join me.
No.
You join me.
I will not.
Hey, do you want me to pick up my weapons then?
No, but you should all
Exactly.
just leave. We're
Hey.
minding our own business.
Hey, it's okay. We don't care if it's some weird shit you're doing in there. We just need to make sure everybody's innocent and everyone's safe.
Are
I
those
don't.
Sorry.
I can't let another innocent life go. I've lost too many people that I care about now.
He looks at you and he goes, I promise you, no innocents will die if you just leave. Yeah, June, what are you doing as you're still invisible?
Yeah,
standing
I
there?
was gonna say I
Actually,
want to
what's
kind
the
of
duration on
interrupt.
that? An hour, right?
It's a long time.
Visibility's an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are those cellar
it's an
doors
hour.
next to it?
So, I'm
No, that's a
actually
chimney.
so I'm gonna be like kind of like leaning on this rock, like kind of like sitting on it, sort of trying to be intimidating, like as I become like visible, as like kind of just
He'll
from the
kinda-
head down.
Yeah, he'll get
And
kind
I'm
of
looking
spooked
at
and he
him.
steps back. Oh,
And I glance over to Zio and telepathically I say, can Duo look inside? And I give you the ability to respond.
I would have to
Please,
be
yes, you
able to
purring?
see.
Did that come through?
Wait, do I have to be able to see?
you
think I
can
have
see.
to-
Zio's still just at the top like a gargoyle.
Wait, where's
No,
the
no,
duo?
Duo's just at
I
the
made
top.
Duo
Very-
disappear
Very
before
fire's gone.
all this
You'd have to
happened.
bring him.
so-
You'd have to bring him back.
But I want to know if I can put him inside without seeing what's inside. That's my
What
question.
if
You have
I'd
to see
say
you have to
no,
see
you
the
have to
area
see
that you
it.
put him.
What if there's
Yeah.
a window?
Specifically, as an action, you can temporarily dismiss it. Generally, you can dismiss it forever. As an action, you can temporarily dismiss it when you cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you.
It doesn't say that I need to
It
be able to
doesn't
see
say
it.
you have to be able
It
to see
doesn't. I'll let you all decide. That feels like it can break a lot of things.
I was about to say that can break a lot.
I
of things as well.
agree.
I agree that
So I'm
it
gonna
does.
say you need to see the area it summons back.
Or at least know
Right.
of.
See.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that that's
You should have to
empty
be
space on the
familiar
inside.
with your familiar.
I'll say
Yeah.
see. Maybe we'll change it in the
Okay.
future, but right now you have to see it.
Is there any windows on this building? Is there any way that I can see any bit inside of this
There's
building?
none on the front. You can go check the sides if you want to move around.
Yeah, which direction did we come from?
We'll say the side that is not the chimney, so the bottom of the house.
telepathically, I ask Cammy if there's anybody more, or if there's anybody else around.
She looks at you and is like, I don't know, I haven't looked.
Patrol, and I say patrol, and she's gonna walk around the house and like make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look towards this gentleman here, and we'll say out to him, alright, I am gonna start heading back, but first will you tell me why the two of you needed 6 tents?
I don't need 6 tents, I would only need 1. I was staying outside and he was inside. There's not enough room inside.
But there were spots. There were clearly 6 tents laying around.
I know nothing of
As
this.
I will point to where they were located.
It's
Can I do
been
an
a couple
insight check?
days since it snowed. I don't know.
I start
yes, you
walking
can do an
slowly
insight.
back with my hand.
Yeah, I'm doing an insight check specifically on him saying that he doesn't know anything about the other campsites.
Can I
yeah,
do
I'm
a
gonna start heading down this way and kind of looking for windows as I get to like here.
Can I do a check to see how old those tracks are?
Make a stealth check for Cammy, please.
Ooh, okay. It's also dexterity based, so it's a +1. 17.
No, what I do, I need you to go here. You get a ping from her saying that she found someone.
There's somebody else here. He's lying. There's somebody, and then I where in telepathically, and I try to see if she can describe it.
She tells you on the other side of the house.
There's another person on the other side of the house, dude. You're lying to us again. Come on.
Before we get directly onto that, Zio, you notice a window. God, this. These layers. Oh my god. Alright, so you notice a window right here.
Can you ping that again? Sorry.
Where you're standing.
Oh, right where I'm standing. Okay. Yeah. What can I see? Looking through that window.
Pitch black inside. You got dark vision?
I do. 60 feet.
You see 2 gray figures, one knelt down and the other standing by its side.
I'm going to look at June, nod my head, and I'll shout out. I won't shout out. I will walk on back.
Can I examine the footprints to see how old they are, and not only to see if there are recent footprints, but just to see if any of these footprints are old and
because you're dealing with the north and tracking and fighting in general, I would say you wouldn't even have to make a check. You can tell that these are really fresh.
Okay.
It's hard to tell now the ones like around the main center of the camp which ones are yours and which are not, but the other ones you can tell are fresh. Cammy says that they're on the other side of the building. Where do you want Cammy's right there? Do you want her to keep going around?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that there is. I'm gonna draw it and then erase it really quick. You know that there's somebody on this side of the building somewhere.
Okay. There's somebody near the chimney side. Tell him to come out now.
I
We
rolled
mean no harm.
I rolled a 15 for my insight to see if he was lying about the not knowing about the other campsites.
He seemed to stumble over his words when he said it.
Having Zio kind of like nod at me after he like looked inside the building, I'm gonna look at Zio and I'm gonna telepathically tell him with the ability to respond that he's lying. The other campsites are, I'm assuming, fresh. I don't know how many people we're dealing with here. How many are inside?
He speaks up and he goes, I'm sorry that I'm deceiving you. I promise that I mean no one no harm. If you just leave, we can all be fine. You keep saying this, just leave and we'll all be alive tomorrow. Please, just leave us alone.
I'm gonna open the door.
Just leave, please.
Listen to me, okay?
It's not wise.
Who is inside?
Can we stop this? Let us. No, we do not need to pry on this man. Let us leave.
He is
They're
not an honest man.
Uridan.
Uridan.
I don't.
Can I reply to June's message real quick?
She sent you a message?
Yeah,
I
before.
spoke telepathically to him
Oh,
with the
sorry.
ability to respond.
When?
I spoke out of turn. That's my bad.
When I told him that this guy was lying and that I believed that he knows that the other campsites are fresh.
Yeah, that was before though. Like he can't just hold on to that forever.
He was going to, but everybody else
I got
talked.
cut off.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
That's why I wanted to jump in before it got too far.
Yeah.
What do you reply?
Yeah, I wanted to reply and say that there are two inside. I'm scared that one of them is holding the other hostage, and spread this around.
I will first go to Cthulhu, as he seems to be somewhat boisterous, and looking at him telepathically, I'm going to tell him Zio saw someone being held hostage inside, and I'm not going to give you the option to reply because I'm going to move right on to Uridan and say the same thing.
Do you say it to anybody else?
I will also look at Ecclesius, as he is the closest to this person, and then I'm actually going to get up and I'm going to kind of start backing up kind of where Uridan is, and if I have time I'll look back and tell Alar the same thing.
Okay, sure. As you're doing that the whole time, you guys are getting these messages in your head. He just keeps exclaiming, just please leave. No one need die. No hands be forced. No blades be drawn. If you just leave now, nothing happens.
As he says that, and as I send all these messages to everybody, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, what about the person that you're holding hostage inside the building?
Everyone will be safe if you just leave.
Who is it, and why are you trying to kill them?
I will not answer any more questions. Just please leave.
Does the man on the docks look like he is starving?
No.
Like, does he look like
well fed?
Okay.
Very well fed. Well fed, dirty, but well fed.
But I perceive that he sounds very desperate, as if if this was a crime, it would be a crime out of necessity. Should I
Sure,
insight
do an
to
insight
make sure that's
check for
correct? Okay, yeah, I don't. This one's.
How do you not have a dice ready?
I had a 1, but it wasn't the one I wanted. Insight is +1, so that's 12.
With everything he keeps repeating, it really just seems like he doesn't want to die. The way that he's been talking this whole time, he feels that you can get the sense that he knows if a fight happens, he's gonna die.
Friend, why don't you leave?
Make a persuasion check.
It's actually a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. I hope that this works. That's so simple and so sweet. Love it.
Alar, they're charismatic.
All right. Well, persuasion.
-1.
Plus 1. I don't have any minuses, but that doesn't help. It's an 8.
8.
I was about to say, he knows he's gonna die though. So.
He doesn't know that.
He looks at you, and he locks eyes with you, Alar, and you can tell he's thinking about it. 'Cause he's kind of looking at everyone else.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're in the middle of something. Go ahead. Go for it.
You and your comrades can leave, and we can make sure that the person who lives here is okay.
Can I piggyback off that after he mentions that?
Yeah.
Listen, I have walked up here and I have been cordial because I have been afraid of my bloodthirsty companions. They will kill you. They really will, so I insist that you, by the looks of you, you'll go down fast and might not even have time for a scream. Put your weapons down, let loose the person inside, and go off gallivanting somewhere else for your cheap meals.
He walks a step closer to you, and he whispers to you, no one else hears. Can I keep my weapon? It's dangerous if I leave.
I whispered too.
Yes, it is very dangerous about you. Or it is very... Yes, you can keep it. By the way, around these areas there are good hunting. If you stay patient and track, you can find good food without having to harm anybody else. I'm sorry if my whiskers are tickling you because we're so close.
And he yells out, fine! If that is how it is going to be! And then he whispers, be wary of the tree line. And then he runs.
I walk.
Only Ecclesius hears, but care about the tree line.
Yeah. No. I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm walking over here, wherever the Cammy, and I'm having her follow me.
Okay, we're gonna go back and do initiative. You can take your movement.
Okay.
We're gonna start at the top again, but I'm letting you get your movement.
Okay. I was gonna ask if I could ride her.
Yes.
Okay, I ride her, so I have 60 feet now. And I go around the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna take her
Right here.
off the screen so I don't have to move you guys together.
Yeah. That's fine.
You're right here. And when you get right there, you would see... sure, just make it different. Come on.
He would see the tree line.
There he is. Yeah. Bip.
Is he...
And he has a crossbow, and he pointed it up at you.
I'm getting annoyed. Put that fucking crossbow down. Now. I fucking doubt you'll stand a chance.
Make a intimidation check.
Yes! One thing I'm good at as an orc. +5. He shits himself. 19 + 5, so 24.
Alright. He aims it back down at the ground.
Who are you? And what are your companions doing here? And I recommend you answer my questions.
We're here for food. Nothing else.
Here.
It's the
come
three
here.
of us.
Come here.
Okay. He walks towards
And
you.
I take out of my bag 3 days of rations. And I give it to him. Now go. There's no bloodshed that needs to happen here, okay?
He takes them.
There's some great...
We're gonna go back
There's
and I'm gonna have him get movement, and then we're gonna start at the top of initiative.
There's good hunting.
He
Go.
walks into the tree line.
Oh.
Top of the order, Ecclesius.
How far away is the tree line? If
You literally can see it. It's
Can I
where
still see?
Sorry, those trees right there. Where he's standing is the tree line.
Can I
Okay,
still
so it's
see
on the
him?
map.
Yeah, you can see
The only one that heard that though was Ecclesius.
Ecclesius, what would you like to do?
Okay, quick question. I'm not gonna do a lot. I'm just gonna shout some knowledge. When the guy whispered, "Beware of the tree line," am I thinking, as a person or as a person in this world, the tree line usually means the start of a forest, not like just where a couple of trees are?
We'll say the cluster of trees.
Okay, I just want because I don't want to have to
Yeah,
shout out to that guy like.
Yeah, where that guy just walked, he said beware of.
Oh, so that is the place.
Yes, that is the
beware
place
of.
he said meant beware of.
Second question.
Yes.
Did I see that guy run?
Yes.
Third question. Since this is all happening within 6 seconds,
Dwight.
and this all technically happens all at once, so a 24-second fight is just like, and then over. Noticing that person run towards that tree line after wanting to make sure that these people are safe, would it be reasonable to say that I could shout to potentially warn him of that tree line? Or is that
The guy
too
that's
much?
running into it?
Yes. Because Jeremy was thinking that these two trees aren't technically a tree line, but
All
if
right,
that's
so
how
what I'm
we're
just gonna say,
defining them.
we're just gonna say it's a cluster of trees. He said, "Be wary of that area that guy just ran to, who is dressed the same as the guy that you just took." I'm gonna actually delete this guy off. He's
Because
gone.
now
He
he's
ran.
dead because I didn't get to him in time.
Yes.
Whew. Okay.
He left, gone.
Okay, without wasting more time, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll do my movement after, but as I'm walking up closer to the bonfire, I'm going to be shouting towards the people inside the building.
I know that this is a tough and rough, hard land. We have food. I can give you money personally to let them go.
And at the very last second, if I have time,
Freeze and don't go towards those trees.
I'm rhyming a lot, but I'm a bard.
Intimidation on the last part.
Well done.
Persuasion on the first part, intimidation on the last part. So persuasion first, intimidation after.
Okay, chat, let's do this. I've been rolling.
Let's go,
buttholes.
Ecclesias!
Persuasion is a 2.
Really?
So I'm rolling so farty.
But hey, you still got the intimidation roll. Are you gonna Travis and stick with your die, or are you gonna Laura and
Party.
fuck that die?
No, I stick with my die. This is my cool color changing one.
Ride or die.
How many
Here's
times
the
has it fucked you though? There's a limit.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Do it!
Hold on. That's 20 on deception. Okay.
Intimidation. All right. So as you
Alright,
yell that, he gets
intimidation.
like right here, and he's and he like turns. In Cthulhu, make a perception check.
Fuck yes,
it would be
baby.
with disadvantage though.
Is this percent? Did he
Oh
poop himself?
shit. Oh!
Is he masticated like a
That's
bird?
it's an 11, and that's a 18, so the 11.
Would
Yeah,
I
11.
maybe
11.
No.
Nothing from it.
Would I? Because I'm over there.
Ecclesias,
Would I
move your
notice
character.
anything or no?
You're not.
Oh,
Close
sorry.
enough. June,
Ecclesias. Oh.
and you're
Oh,
not
I
invisible.
forgot.
I'm gonna take that off you.
No.
I was just proud because I knew where that one symbol was.
I became visible. As Ecclesias yells to that person, and I'm assuming that I can tell that he cast a spell.
I didn't cast a spell.
Didn't you cast command?
No, I used the power of my voice.
He just used the power of being a bard.
I didn't. No, I'm not being cheeky. I did not use a spell.
Okay.
Bard spells are spells too. Anyway, I will. The way that I see it is that Ecclesias is handling that person that's running. I'm gonna kind of walk past Uridan here, and kind of start walking up towards the front of the building, and I'm gonna kind of look towards Uridan and Zio, and say, we need to get whoever's in there safe. And then telepathically, I'm gonna tell Zio, can you get Duo in there before the rest of us? And I'll give you the ability to reply, and then that will be my turn.
I'll say since it was on her turn to reply, you can reply now.
I will respond saying, yes, I can.
And I will say, who's where?
Inside, Uridan. He's
Alright,
lit up
so,
pink.
After
You
June,
can see him.
Alar.
He's not lit up pink
All
anymore.
right.
Sorry.
I'm going to stay sitting at the fire. However, I am with so many people talking about this tree line.
You have not
going
heard
over
anything
there.
about the tree line.
Have I seen the
just-
people?
Ecclesias
Sorry.
just
Oh,
yelled.
You just
Have
said,
I seen
don't
just
you
heard
move
me
any
yell.
farther. Yeah.
did people
Oh.
go in that direction? Or no?
One guy ran. You can see that he ran and then froze. You haven't
Okay,
heard all the meta things.
Oh, okay. So I saw a person go there and then stop, and
Yep.
then I saw someone go the other way. Then just a general sense, I would use my action to perceive around me, see if I see anyone else far away or anything. Just trying to
Sure.
make sure I know
Perception
my
check.
surroundings.
Good idea.
Plus 4, 13.
13. You only notice what is on the board. Describe.
I'm gonna meta that. Who was rolling?
Me.
for whom?
Them.
Who's them?
I mean, I
Who's them?
answered. Damn it.
I plead the fifth.
Cthulhu. As you
I
hear
walk-
Ecclesius just yell as he was like, okay, thanks for the food, goodbye.
I walk 5 feet on Cammy up to him. Now, why is he telling you to freeze? Ecclesius, why is he freezing? And stay here. Do not move.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Why are you running this way? What is going on?
You told me
Give
to
the
leave, I
phone.
was leaving.
I know.
Why did I sound
but
like
my-
Fez?
That's what I-
You really did.
That's good.
I was leaving. Anyway.
That's a good
Hey,
prize.
Didn't even
Hey.
notice until you called it out.
Hey,
That's good.
be honest with me.
I am
Where are you running to?
away from all of you.
He told you to freeze. There's obviously something. Ecclesius, what's going on?
And I think that's all the information you're going to get until Ecclesius'
5,
turn.
10, 15, 20. Is this technically going into the tree line?
No.
Okay, then I'm right there.
Okay.
In front of him.
Alright. Uridan.
And Cammy's like snarling.
Okay. Uridan.
I'll use a double dash act, like my movement plus action movement to get to the door.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Zio.
All right. Where's my mouse? Let's see. I got so 20 feet of movement, and you said that's where the window is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to look into the window again.
Hasn't moved, same situation.
Okay, both people.
Mhm.
Okay. And is there a spot that I can put Duo behind this figure?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I will look, snap my fingers like at my waist as
I want
I'm
to
staring.
make sure one other thing. I said there.
The other 15 people in there aren't gonna see him.
You.
Oh, that's right. I only have 30 feet.
You would not be able to see behind, actually, just because, like, you wouldn't be able to see through the window. You can see right here if you wanted. That's, like, to their left.
Okay, I can only put it in 30 feet from me. Is that?
Yeah, so you'd be able to put it. This is where they are. I'll just mark it again.
What if I?
Because you can
yeah,
see
could
it.
you?
So, was it right here? They're right here.
Can I see like under this table?
I'd be pitch black. Sure.
I have dark vision.
Sure. Yeah.
Dark vision.
We'll say
Okay.
you can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll snap at my waist and I'll put Duo underneath that table.
Very well. Just make a stealth check for Duo for me. All right.
Okay. What are his stats? I've got it pulled up now. Stealth +4. Okay.
Yeah. Plays a fox.
19.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Damn.
forgot I had a giant die this entire time that I should be using.
Do it.
I got 10 more feet.
Do
of
that big
That's the end of your
So-
turn, yes?
The big well.
I'm gonna use the rest of my movements to get to there, and then I'll give a thumbs up towards June as I place my hand against this wall. Is it an action to see through his eyes?
I believe so. Read the thing, but we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, as
it
an
goes
action.
to them
Okay.
as he looks at. He's like, "Can I leave, please?" It looks at you. Told me to leave. I was taking the food.
Can I come talk to him or no?
I'll say, Ecclesius, reply first.
I was warned that the tree line is dangerous. To save them, tell them to stay for now.
And when he looks
Alrighty.
back at you after Ecclesius says that, the guy looks very nervous.
Like, my boss is
He's
gonna get
spilled
mad
the
at me
beans.
nervous, or like,
Yeah.
Or I'm about to be killed
Oh,
like a pawn in the beginning
He
of the
looks
movie.
like
to set up a...
he's just like, I was birthed,
So like
and
a-
then I was 5, and then I'm here now. He looks scared. When Ecclesius said that, his eyes were like,
I just wanted some
Why you say
bread.
that, bro?
Fire. Now.
Fire.
I tell him to go to the fire. Go to the fire. Now. I'll make an intimidation check again.
Alar's sitting over there kind of friendly, being like, hey, let's go enjoy the fire.
Yeah, do
Papa
an
squat.
intimidation.
+5.
The open next to me.
19. I love being an orc. And like my dog is snarling at him. Just.
He backs up. He doesn't even look at the rest of you.
Just
He
like
just
that,
backs
buddy.
up and stands there and is
See,
watching
did you just scare him into staying?
Ecclesias.
Yes.
Ecclesias. God, this is
Oh,
tense.
it's my turn.
Yes.
Continuing to walk up towards the door. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I get to the steps. While I'm walking up that way, again, my voice being loud,
We can absolutely protect you, but you have to work with us. Even if you have someone hostage in there, those things can be forgiven. Let us help you.
Persuasion.
Ooh, thank you, DM.
Just a reminder for everyone, by the way. Like, whether you're haggling, you're talking to anybody, perception, deception, intimidation, the more you fail them, the harder the checks get. Not that they matter.
I love that you
Well,
have
hold on.
that, like, effect
That is
set up.
awesome.
That's awesome.
What is your plus?
For persuasion,
Yes.
Be high.
it'd be a 25.
Don't.
You made the DC.
Anthony.
You made it.
I did the lights and everything.
I know, but like I said, it
That's why
gets
you made the
progressively
DC.
harder.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he was persuaded like 9 times and failed
Yeah,
every
he was.
time.
Yeah,
So,
he's persuaded soft. Like when you hit something so hard, it gets soft, like
So,
a chicken
yeah.
breast.
Ecclesias'
Shit,
turn
Like a
is over.
chicken
June.
breast.
Or my.
June.
Howdy.
June,
Okay.
then Aeron,
I
then
am.
Cthulhu.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna come over here by Zio. And I'm just gonna say, what's going on in there? Can you see anything?
All right. You can reply really quick.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, same 2 people haven't moved. I'll get a better look here in 6 seconds.
Can I? Okay, so I was.
Give me
here, I
6
think.
seconds.
Can I get around Zio 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? I just want to go there and I want to look in the window. And then that'll be.
Okay.
My
You
turn.
see what I described before. Alrighty, Alar.
Nothing.
Nothing, because I don't have dark vision.
All right, at this point, I think Cthulhu was yelling about the tree line and all this other shit.
Ecclesias yelled about the tree line.
And Ecclesias yelled about the tree line. All right. Oh, but I got a buddy next to me.
Yep, that's your friend now. Hold him.
All right.
Just stab him.
So I'm gonna try and play good cop then, and I'm gonna turn to him and be like, "Hey, how's it going? How many of you are you? Sorry, common isn't my first language. How many of you? How many of there are you?
How many are there of you?
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm just kind of
Alright.
trying to be, and I'm
I'm
sitting down. I got my shield, my sword is sheathed. I'm just kind of chilling there, enjoying the fire. Making sure
Sitting
my hands
down.
are staying warm.
Sitting down, taller than him.
Pretty much.
Alrighty, so this is what I'm gonna do. You can tell me no if this is too much. I'm gonna take out my torch. I'm gonna light it,
Okay. Lit torch.
and I'm gonna go, like, looking like into the tree line right here, kind of just, like one on the reins and walking forward
Make a perception
to
check.
see what I can see. That's not horrible. 14.
As you kind of put it in front of you, and then you realize it actually makes it a lot harder to see, putting light into pitch black. You're like, fuck. And this isn't helping as much as I thought.
Fuck me, and I throw it into the fucking woods. Fuck this.
And as it hits the snow, it starts
Yeah.
to fizzle.
Yeah.
I'd say that's your
Oh, I was
action and stuff, unless you move.
Can I not yell? Okay.
Sure. I'm just trying to keep it going quick.
Yeah, whoever's in this tree line, show yourself. Let's not make this difficult. We have 3 of your patrons out here. Come on. Let's
You have 3 of our gods?
We have 3 of your friends. We're not trying to make a big deal out of this. If you're looking for food, we have some. Just come out here and talk to us. We're not bad people. I'm a holy man, for God's sakes.
Pun intended. Zio.
I will use my action to look through Duo's eyes.
Alrighty.
Actually, since summoning Duo, he gets his own initiative now.
I'm just gonna keep it on yours.
Okay.
For future reference, yes, right now, just going quickly. You look through his eyes, and you see a gentleman with now a sword that is not next to somebody's throat like it was before.
Like June.
Okay. I see 2 people.
Yes.
Okay. I will mutter, not really knowing where June's at, that I'm trying to keep my voice low though, so it doesn't travel too far or anything, and say he's put the sword down at his side at least, and I'm going to try and get Duo behind the one with the sword. What does the person without the weapon look like?
A older gentleman.
An older gentleman? No weapons or anything?
It's hard to tell. It's still pitch black. Even with dark vision, you just see things in shades of gray.
Okay. Yeah, I will try and get Duo behind the gentleman with the weapon.
I do believe you can't command him, right? Because you can't do it telepathically? I'm thinking back to Nick's campaign. Don't you have to physically say the thing to him to do?
When it's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate with it telepathically.
Awesome. It starts to walk behind. End of your turn?
Yeah, as soon as it gets behind him.
On their turn, Uridin and Ecclesias, you hear from the inside. If I come out, can I take the rest of us and just leave? No questions asked. We just leave.
Who's able to respond?
You can. He's speaking to you. You're the one that talked to him.
Yes,
Yeah,
and I have rations to get you by, and I can give you some gold. So when you find a place, you can be a little more comfortable without being so violent.
Alright, so as
Before he ends it or gives that guy a chance to respond, I want to whisper to Ecclesias and say, make sure that they maybe if there's anyone in trouble in there that they need them, just make sure they leave with what they came with, nothing extra.
Of course.
Do you say that to the guard sergeant?
I just.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ecclesias, do you relay that message to the guy inside? To not steal anything.
Yeah. Sorry, I would mention that out loud. I just didn't know if I had time to actually RP it, but yeah, I would mention not to steal anything.
He's like, I'm coming out. Please stand away.
Did you not answer my question?
I will back up. I don't know what's. Oh, sorry. I'm just in intense moment.
He did not answer your question now.
Okay, sorry.
As he,
I do give him space. Then I'm
Very
right at the
well.
door.
The door opens, and you see a man. It's probably about 6'3", leather armor, fur coat, well off. He has a scar kind of going across the bridge of his nose. He has a sword in his hand, not threatening towards you guys, but just like ready because there's so many of you. And he walks, and he like gives you a nod and Erding, because he doesn't really know who is speaking, and he walks next to the guy that Alar's talking to. He kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and starts pushing him towards the trees. We will leave.
Wait.
And then he yells.
Wait.
He's like, "Everyone, we're leaving."
Wait. Do you need rations? Can I spare you what gold I have to help you so that this doesn't happen down the road? I know this is a hard land, But if we band together, violence is not the answer.
Thank you, but we're actually more well off than you think. Keep your
This
rations.
person, sorry, DM.
Yes.
The person that came out, the larger one,
Mhm.
does he seem like he stands out, whether in stature or maybe he has like a nicer weapon than the rest?
Yeah.
I want to, because of my disguise self innate ability, I want to get as much detail as I possibly can as he was slowly walking by me.
Make an intelligence check.
Come on, smarty pants.
That's a me.
Not bad. It's not bad. Let's see what I can add to it.
Damn right it's not.
Whoa, it's freaking out on me. Is it just straight intelligence?
Intelligence check, yep.
It'd be a 14.
Okay, so we'll say that studying him percentage-wise, if 220 is 100%, 14 out of that, you get as much as you can as he's walking away. It being dark,
Okay.
you can't capture everything, but you get a pretty good sense of the big picture. You might not have the
70%.
minute shit. As he's walking away and pushing it, he's like, "We're leaving, everyone, we're leaving," and he looks back at the trees, and as they walk back, he steps over the tree, the larger tree you see, and you see 3 more gentlemen with crossbows stand up. They put them down, and they all leave, and they walk down the shoreline.
I object to you calling them gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
However,
They at least yielded.
They're
They at
bandits.
least yielded. Oh my goodness, my heartbeat.
They're bandits. And
And
Jeff
then they all
as a
open
player
fire anyway. Are you
really
gonna?
wants to fuck them up.
Oh yeah,
George
hold
Arm out on
on.
us? Okay, sorry.
I shoot my seeking arrow at every single one.
As they leave, the gentleman comes to the door.
Yes.
An older gentleman, probably in 55, but you can tell that he's worked for his life. And he's like, "Thank you all. They came when I was sleeping and they took over my home.
Are you hurt?
I am well, considering."
Can I hold out my hand to shake his hand?
I am glad that you're here.
And as I do so, I want to just do a first level cure wounds on him.
Very well. He shakes your hand.
I'm glad that you are well. And I'm glad that you were patient. Yes, patient, since that's my character voice. I'm glad that you were patient. Sorry.
I thank
Trying to
you
think
all.
as Jeremy, but I use his voice.
Are you one of those groups that travel?
Yes, we are the collective. We have been making our way north and happened upon this camp with the keen eye and tenacity of Cthulhu.
And I'll, if Cthulhu's in sight, I'll introduce him.
Yeah,
Or just show
yeah.
him.
And I get off my mount and I telepathically make sure that they keep walking away. Keep them 100.
just sits-
Stay 100 feet. 100
sits
feet
there.
away.
It sits in. It watches them, and you can even visibly see something's going on with Rhythm. You
Okay,
can
that's
visibly see
Rhythm
that
doesn't want to hang out with us.
they keep going.
Hello, sir. My name's Cthulhu.
Thank you. Nice to
What's
meet
your
you.
name?
My name is Agrar. Agrar.
Could you spell that, please?
EGRAR.
We can, as you're writing that down, we can set up camp here to watch over just in case
I was
any
going to
stragglers
invite
come
you
by.
to my land, if it is better for you. There's not much room inside, but I can light the hearth.
I will bow cordially and accept.
Alrighty.
Did they kick in your front door?
Yes, but it's built well. It will be fine.
Yeah. Can I maybe give you some help? Maybe make you a lock or something? A little pin, something that can help
He
you.
looks at you. I do very much appreciate your help, but that is unnecessary. I see very few out here, and he kind of looks down and he's like, "I'm well worked myself."
I just want to make sure you're okay, sir. That's all.
I am. Now,
Are you
What-
here
what-
alone?
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you here alone, friend?
yes, ever since my wife passed.
Do you sell wares, or do you are you a maker?
I am alive.
We're all like that
I
sometimes,
see.
man.
You are not much different than us, then.
Sir, while you start that hearth, can I get somebody to help me grab our belongings from the camp so that we may camp down for the night?
Yeah. Could Cammy carry both of us?
Sorry. We'll
Why
say
would we
if
have
you
a
want, we'll
race?
say for aesthetics, yes, but for
Aesthetics,
going future,
aesthetically, yeah.
you mount can't have two people.
Okay, Ecclesias, hop on. Let's we'll go
Are
back
we-
and we'll collect our stuff. Everyone, make sure he's okay, please.
Are we at this gentleman's doorway still?
Yeah, he goes to light the hearth and he invites anyone in that would like.
Okay, well he's still standing there. I want to call Duo.
He
and he's
turns
gonna
around
run
and he's
up.
yours?
Mine.
Hello.
Come here,
and
bud.
just kind of walks past. And lights the hearth.
I'll go in last, and as I go in, I kind of do like a quick look around, especially toward the tree line.
The fire is still lit outside, right?
It's a pretty nice fire. Like it was 4-7 dudes, so it's a nice fire.
So I'm gonna let June go on last. And I say,
I will take the final watch. I'll sleep outside, or I'll not sleep while I'm watching. I will stay outside and keep watch.
I'll watch you sleep while I sleep.
I will not sleep while watching.
And I'll just say if you're sure, but you wake us up if anything happens.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if it makes sense for you to do that.
It
I mean,
always makes sense. There's
I'm just pointing out because he's cold and I don't feel that right now with this kick-ass ring that I have.
I mean, would I be cold by the
I was
fire?
gonna say, does Alar look cold?
Alar would be someone that probably would, but you feel free. I mean, he still gets cold, just not as much as you guys.
Yeah, I don't get cold. I'm just saying.
Erden, if you want it, I would feel better too. We can keep watch together,
Like a team?
like a collective.
I like this. I will sit with you.
All right. So, as you go to collect the rest of your camp, and hopefully you didn't burn the forest down, and some of you enjoy the warmth inside as the two collective members sit outside. After today showing that not only can the collective save towns from overrun and overthrown mayors, but all the way down to a lowly fisherman, they protect everyone they can. And that is where we're going to end the session for the week.
Yes. Good
Hey.
job, everybody.
I am
Oh.
so
We are
happy
murder hobos.
that
I am
Zio
so
and I
sweaty.
read that right though. Like,
We
he's
are
like-
murder hobos.
Yeah.
He's like, I swear,
Oh.
the way that Anthony portrayed it, it
Mhm, he
looked
was
like.
No,
definitely
it
being
looks
Yeah,
both.
he's
It
definitely
looks,
been.
No. It looks both ways. Yes, this looks like a sword of the, but it
That's
also
because
looks like
Anthony's
you're holding
really clever
like,
and good.
Yeah,
Well,
it
you
was
know
on
what?
purpose.
Anthony,
evidence.
I picked up.
Same hand
You're clever.
placement as if you had the sword with a dude. Same hand placement. So
Zio
I
and
see
I
both.
Yeah.
picked it up.
And yes,
I
just
was-
casually have
No,
a
that
cutlass.
was-
Just
I was
casually.
100% with Jeremy. It was just a guy getting ready for like the doors to get kicked in.
That was just a
Yeah,
great
I
session.
wasn't.
A
I was
great
100%
setup.
June.
What did
We
we
That
did
was
learn?
awesome.
really well.
That's why Zio
a great
and
session.
June are the super smart ones.
I
But,
just
but the prediction.
the prediction I
though.
already gave it out. Nope, you guys
That's
were informed.
Yeah.
I will say a couple things. You know, maybe a little bit of teaser to show you guys that you should show up on Wednesday to ask questions.
Oh yes.
But one, if there was combat, and I definitely thought Duo was still on the roof, they were definitely going to shoot a Duo. I planned that because like it's just an ethereal fox sitting on top of their roof. They're like, what the fuck? But
spooky ghost.
you all did so amazing, but like just because
That
there's
was a
so much
really-
that happened, the one thing that pops out of my head, and I think everyone congratulated, was when Alar was like, "Why don't you leave?"
Yeah.
I was like, I
That
did
was-
not
that
see
was
that coming.
great.
I did not
Yeah.
see that coming.
For the
and I
first
was
time,
like,
I think that.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
All
you
I
off.
was gonna say is like, as a DM, that was so clever that I was like, And it's funny, you rolled a shit roll of an 8, and I rolled.
Yeah,
I wanted to see if
I
he
noticed
rolled
that.
higher, he wouldn't have listened, but he rolled a 4. Legitimately, no fudge rolled, nothing, a 4.
Oh,
And I was like,
Wow.
he'll listen. And I was happy
Damn.
because that was way too good to be like, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
so-
really-
I'm sorry,
yeah,
so
Curlson.
good.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but Curlson was trying to incite violence that entire. She's like,
Oh no!
oh, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
throw a fireball.
no.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like
Fight
a lot
that
of
shit.
them were.
Yeah,
You guys think we're
Carl
murder
was trying
hobos.
to treat us like the Pokemon.
Yeah, you guys want those points.
Battle. Fire
He just-
blast, bitch.
Hey,
Uses fireball.
I know, I was about to say, Jude.
They tried to lube us all up and get us all drunk, and that's
What
how
you
it
guys
works.
do to us?
I
But
would've,
before we find, I don't know if we're raiding tonight.
Oh, of course.
But that's what I figured. But before we like hop into the raid and before we start to sign off, chat was so freaking fun tonight.
They're
Like I love you
cracking.
guys.
Yeah,
That was
I
so
don't
much
know what was
fun.
happening.
Yeah, it was just like with like
We all got adopted.
everybody like adopted certain like just like you guys are so much fun and
I love it.
Still an orphan,
Yeah.
apparently.
I have a
Same,
guardian.
Same.
It's a legal guardian. I have a
Yes.
legal guardian right now.
You know, I
Good
tell you what,
and
Cthulhu, you won't like this,
Name,
but
let's
I am
burn
like
this.
5 times your age. I will adopt you.
one last drink.
All right,
I'll do one last drink. Yeah, and I do like how you guys
You.
turned Zio's
Turned it-
emote into a drinking
It
game.
turned the
Yes.
game.
Ton of
So
fun.
that was a really fun session. Thank you for
Mhm.
everybody that is new and old here today. We are going to be rating someone that seems like actually they are the player in a session, so that's a cool perspective instead of seeing the whole cast and everything. It's the player's perspective specifically, so that looks pretty cool. So we will rate her. But in terms of everybody being here, it was so much fun today. I couldn't really keep up with chat because there's so much going on, but it seemed like it was a lot of fun. But I
He's
want
got to
to
watch
thank
back on Tuesday when it was
Yep.
on YouTube.
I was
Exactly.
actually
You,
gonna
Fern.
ask real quick because Jag, you mentioned you have class on Wednesdays. Are we posting the exploring the archives to YouTube as well?
We absolutely are, and I was either
Okay.
going to talk about that in development, but if chat before we sign off to catch up on exploring the archives, if you don't catch it live, what do you think would be a good day? I mean, I honestly was going to try to get it for Saturday or
Thursday.
Sunday,
Oh.
but
That's
we
what
can.
I was gonna suggest. Yes.
But if anybody doesn't have like a quick response now, if you follow the Instagram, like just do however you want to get a hold of us, because we're constantly looking for ideas, and like we are here for all of you. Because not to sound snobby or snotty, but we can play D&D and not stream it. We like having you guys to entertain. So whatever ideas you have that you want, let us give it to you. So any suggestions, whether days you think are best to upload things you want to see, or anything. So the
I'm here for
Discord's
me.
for, it's what our Instagram's for, or even just like however you want to get a hold of us. We love hearing the suggestions, which is why like it was awesome watching you, everybody in chat. But yeah,
Very well
Yeah,
said.
that was.
And
Help
Carry
us
over this
help
drinking
you.
game.
Help me,
Share
help us
it
help
with
you.
your friends
Help me,
that
help you.
also like to consume beverages on a Friday night. Bring them
Arcane
in.
Archives,
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Dance
It's
Party.
AA.
Let's do it.
Shay, we could
so-
do a Just Dance Party. I missed the first one.
I am going to begin
Me
the
and my
raid,
shark costume.
but
Only if it's
I
metal.
do want to say to everybody, if you're new here, please hit that follow button. It helps us out a lot. And for anybody that is new here that doesn't know everything we are about, we obviously play a bunch of D&D, but everything we make is in-house. All of the music that we make is made by Jeremy. All of the character art and tokens, that's all by Jess. We
All of our button-ups.
all of our button-ups are
All the man cleave.
Exactly.
Oh,
But
we have a lot of
seriously,
man cleave
thank
tonight.
you everybody.
Oh, Jeremy,
Thank you
you were
everybody.
not.
Do not get off track. Thank you everybody for being here. Please hit that follow button. It helps us out a bunch. We will see you next time. Make sure you join that raid and remember to put hashtag #SporkArmy in the chat. Give her some love. Make sure you follow her. We will see you next week on Friday for the next chapter of the Arcane Archives, and we'll see you on Wednesday for Exploring the Archives. Take care, everybody. We will see you soon. Much love. Goodbye.